what? Ballerina Danny. Can someone make me Michael Jackson too? I feel like Michael Jackson does this dance too. This is one of the rare occasions when I smile, but I do like how much I'm smiling in this picture as I'm waiting to inside. Ooh, okay, let's see. What kind of bad ad do we have here today? The strangest looking kid in the world sees an ant and gets the genius idea while he's gonna piss on the ant. Oh, the ant is calling to his friends. If you were an ant, what would you do? Tolerate or avenge? Would you tolerate getting pissed? I have a feeling this game is gonna be about like being an ant and building an ant army to get revenge or something. But what would the game be if you just click tolerate? Would you just be getting pissed on? It's like now it's just a game about being an ant getting pissed on. Damn. Did not really seem like an eye for an eye situation. You know, it was a gross prank, but I don't think it warranted destroying his family's home. Another Snapchat answer. Danny Gonzalez's male fan base is called Gonzalenians. His female fan base is called the Danettes. Weirdly, like, misogynist? Why do females get a different name that's like Little Dan? They're the Danettes. Us boys, we're the Gonzalenians. Gonzalenians. That doesn't even, like, flow well. Honestly, the Danettes is the better name. Those sound like pastry names. They kind of do. Yo, can I get a custard Gonzalenian and a, what are those, little, strawberry Danettes? 5 Minute Crafts has become completely unhinged. All right, let's watch this shit. I feel like I've seen some of their videos lately and they're just like not even crafts anymore. Like they have fully leaned into just being insane and like getting views that way. They've completely stopped trying to give like useful advice and they're just like, okay, we're crazy now. Yeah, we're just absolutely unhinged. Also, fun fact, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I think that I have never reacted to 5 Minute Crafts before. This might be some kind of Mandela effect type thing, but people always tweet me about 5 Minute Crafts being like, look what they're doing now. You gotta do an update on 5 Minute Crafts. I'm trying to remember because I have been making videos for years and I've made a lot of things about like bad life hacks and bad crafts, but I don't think I've ever made a video about 5 Minute Crafts before. I don't know, maybe I just blew a few people's minds, but that was probably Cody or Drew or I don't know who else. I think Jarvis has made 5 Minute Crafts videos. Not me. So this very well could be my first time making a video about 5 Minute Crafts. But hell, I'll do it. I'll give it a shot. Okay, she found underwear in her house that aren't hers. So she's like, oh, I have to rip apart a teddy bear. I have to put a spy camera in the teddy bear, in its ass, cut out the teddy bear's eye, stick my little finger in there, and then, oh yeah, totally inconspicuous. No one would ever suspect a thing now that one of the bear's eyes is gigantic and has a lens. Oh, and she puts a GPS tracker in. That's not a craft. It was a crafty thing to do in the sense of like shifty and shady, but I wouldn't call it a craft. Now she's printing out. Oh, what the fuck was gonna happen next? It cut off, but right as things were getting interesting. She's starting to create like a conspiracy theory corkboard. Name James, age 34, height 210 centimeters. Those are things you should not have to remind yourself about your boyfriend. She's like, okay, who is this motherfucker again? And what are we doing here? Oh, that's right, James, my boyfriend of 10 years. She ruined a perfectly good teddy bear. Boo! Yeah, everything else in this video is normal except the teddy bear. Except the teddy bears, I was gonna say slander, not slander. Destruction. Disrespect, honestly. She also moved the teddy bear. It was on the couch and she was like, okay, you're gonna get a camera back in your butt and then you're gonna go on this chair now. So I feel like she's drawing a little bit too much attention to the teddy bear. Danny would enjoy this, not gonna lie. What the fuck is this? If I pick up, am I gonna hear Alexander Graham Bell on the other line going, hello, hello? And it's the number 1 calling. I did enjoy that actually. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Doesn't really have anything to do with me, but it was funny. I'll give him that. The other day I was trying to fix my hair and long white, very thick hair fell out of my hair onto my lap in front of me, and I picked it up and I looked at it and I thought, this is probably one of my dog's hairs that got into my hair for some reason, but it would suck if I started getting white hairs pretty soon. Little judgy there, Danny. I wouldn't want to speak too soon about things you don't know jack shit about. That is a strange clip. That's so specific. It's almost like I knew, but I don't think I had any gray hairs at this point. I don't even know what point I was trying to make in this video. I don't know what video this is from. I was just kidding. I think I was just kidding. I was excited to get gray hairs. That girl showing Danny her pet tarantula. No pulse. That's exactly how she said it too. Calm as ever, no pulse. My darling pet is dead. Okay. Let's see if there's anything going on right now. I thought he accidentally put a pic of a random lady in his post and I saw the background. I've been getting a lot of comments on these pictures. This is from my recent Instagram post if you haven't seen. I've been getting a lot of comments of people being like, okay, Danny, we know these are Photoshop. Nice try. What are you using AI to make it look like you ran a half marathon? He kind of looks like he was Photoshopped in. I don't know why these pictures in particular are getting so many of those comments. They look pretty normal to me. I mean, I obviously picked funny looking ones to go on my Instagram. Yeah, they're just regular pictures, man. I feel like the rise in AI pictures has made everybody so paranoid that nothing is real. And honestly, that's fair. It's just, cut it out. Everyone who isn't Ghostly Orchid resisting the urge to post their telekinetic powers. Yes, please. Please do not. It's too hard, Danny. Please change this rule. No. The only person I'm willing to accept evidence from is Ghostly Orchid. Alright guys, well thank you for joining me for yet another subreddit extravaganza. I hope you had a good time and I'll see you next time. Please put some very interesting and fun posts about anything related to the channel. Put it in the subreddit. I'd be happy to read it and react to it in the next video. See you then. Bye.
I'm gonna do your intro.
Okay. Go for it whenever you're ready.
Okay, just give me just a quick second. Alright, now I'm not bald anymore. Okay, ready?
Yep. What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, and I'm back with another episode of watching your YouTube videos and roasting the shit out of them for fun. And by another episode, I mean the first episode, because I've never done this before. Hopefully it doesn't suck. Basically, I tweeted on my Twitter, please send me links to your YouTube videos. I want to review them in a video. Because, I do a lot of videos where I will react to popular YouTubers' videos, and you guys seem to really like that. And I decided it'd be fun to turn the tables and do it to you instead. So this is gonna be me reacting / roasting / reviewing your YouTube videos. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through and see what looks interesting here. Okay, this is a video called How to Draw a Car on Your Computer. This is submitted by Stephanie Faye.
Hello everyone, this is DigiDave.
Okay, this was submitted by someone named Stephanie, and he just said his name is DigiDave, so this obviously isn't your YouTube video. So I'm gonna have to give this one a 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10, not your video. This one's called Heading Out. Let's check it out. Yes. 10 out of 10. That was perfect. Holy shit. The twist ending and everything. I thought he was gonna get up to the car and be about to get in and then be like, wait, shit, I don't know how to drive. That was pretty fun. That was a very fun little video. 10 out of 10. Great, great title. Heading Out, and great description. Be sure to subscribe. Honestly, you don't need anything else except, you don't need anything else. And my favorite comment on this video is this one by T-Zoo that just says, awesome, I want to live life like a worm. So, 10 out of 10 for that comment too. Okay, this video is called Dumbass Loser Smashes a Broken Tablet with a Baseball Bat. Why is he a dumbass loser? All right, let's check it out. I like how you opened it up so you could smash the insides. You leaned it up against the thing just to smash it from a different angle? Like what? Let me lean it up against my swing set. Show it who's boss. Accuracy of the title gets you a 10 out of 10. It really was a dumbass loser smashing a broken tablet with a baseball bat. That's probably the most accurate title I've ever seen on YouTube. It's very straight to the point. It describes exactly what happens in the video. Nothing more, and nothing else does happen in the video. It's literally just this dude smashing a broken tablet with a baseball bat. So your title gets 10 out of 10. As far as the point of this video or the reason for making it, I'm gonna give that a 0 out of 10. I'm not really sure what compelled you to make this video. I don't know why the kid's wearing a bandana. Why is the kid wearing a bandana? Like he's doing something illegal and he doesn't want to be like caught doing it. All right, next video. This one's just called November 5th, 2017. And the description just says my Snapchat story. I haven't even watched it yet, but right away I'm going to deduct some points because this is 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. I'm going to have to slash your points in half already and deduct you down to a 5 out of 10 without even watching the video because nobody should have a Snapchat story that long. And then I'm going to have to deduct half a point because this whole thing's a vertical video.
This is time for Africa.
It's just pictures. So if I could critique this, I would say that the plot is a little bit vague. I'm not really sure what the characters in this are supposed to be doing. It seems like they're just sort of jumping around from scenario to scenario, and I'm not really seeing any development. And also, this character who's drumming, I would say is not very likable. And so if you do another installment of this, I would say maybe kill them off or something. I just don't really think that they fit in the arc of the story. So yeah, overall, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
You want to Swiss King Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you just gonna stand here and eat it?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in your video for the rest of the time, actually.
Okay. Oh, you want to watch one?
Yeah. Dino World.
Dino World.
The
Okay.
new movie.
Okay. This was submitted by Bradley Lee Nichols. He said this is the new movie coming out.
The only one.
Dino World. Yeah, you know the new movie that's supposed to be
Yeah.
coming out? This is it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 59 seconds long, so get ready. And it's got 12 views. Dino Films. So this is a movie called Dino World. It's made by a production company that specializes in dino films.
Okay. I gotta say, like, I want to see it. Like, I'm in.
I'm
in. This is the new movie coming out. I'm in for it.
They have to fight for their lives.
Okay, keep going, keep going.
It's got Bane from Batman. You'll have to fight. You're gonna have to fight, dude.
Alright. You know, it's nice to see Bane still making movies.
I know.
Yeah.
Ever since they
Killed him.
I thought he wasn't gonna get any more roles, but
Yeah.
here he is. You'll have to be smart.
This movie's really requiring a lot out of me.
I say title cards get a 10 out of 10. Wait, Blue? Is that a person?
I think it's the dinosaur.
Is the question for Blue? It's the trailer is asking the dinosaur, "Are you fit for survival?"
Oh my
Whoa.
god. Hang on. That special effect of the dinosaur just slightly opening his mouth, 10 out of 10. Amazing.
Dude, I thought that the dinosaurs were all trying to kill Bane, but this is like a plot twist right here. This summer, find out. When is this movie coming out?
Uh-oh.
Well, the trailer was released in September, so we gotta wait all the way until the summer.
I don't know if I can wait. This is amazing. 10 out of 10. I will watch this. I will pay money to see the whole thing.
iMovie and Dino Films present a Dino Films production association with iMovie. Edited by me, production designer, me, director of photography, me, casting by me, music by iTunes, costume designer, me, executive producer, me, written by me, directed by me, costume designer. What costumes?
You think the dinosaurs are gonna change?
Oh, maybe they'll be wearing little top hats at some point in the movie or something.
We can only hope.
Okay, I would say title cards 10 out of 10.
Bane being in movies again, 10 out of 10.
Yes. Plot, 10 out of 10, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
The only thing I would give a negative review to would be the release date. Please release it sooner. I don't think we can wait. I don't think you could possibly release it soon enough. I'm itching. I'm itchy. Please, so release date, I'm going to have to give that a negative 12.
Negative 12.
Negative 12.
I can't wait. I do have one question. Is the child's name Dino? If so, 10 out of 10 name.
Oh, the actual kid?
Yeah.
No, this channel's called Random Stuff and Things. Actually, he's a squirrel.
Okay. Well, good for him.
Well, that makes everything that much more impressive.
All right. Good show.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, this one's called Death Apartment. Hey babe, I'm home. Alright, I like it so far. There's no backstory, it's just a dude getting home from work and dying. And dying immediately. This is pretty good. Exposition, 10 out of 10. Oh shit, he's fine. He's totally fine. He's getting up like nothing even happened. No, and he's fine again. Totally fine.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant.
Physics on that one's gonna be a 0 out of 10. Not possible. Not how brooms work.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant when.
I like how you knocked the plates over on your way down, but then when they were hitting you, you were already perfectly posed on the ground, like, I'm ready for my plates. I'm ready for the plates. Oh, that's the end. He never saw his girlfriend. He came into the apartment saying, hey babe, I'm home, and he didn't die either. So Death Apartment, I don't really know if that's an accurate title. I'll give the title 6 out of 10. The ending leaves a lot to be desired. Let's just say that. I'll give that a 4 out of 10. Overall concept, 8 out of 10. Alright guys, well that's, I think about all the time that we have, and by all the time that we have, I mean all the time I'm willing to sit here and watch your YouTube videos. Let me know if you like this video. I think this was actually pretty fun, and I want to do this again so we can make it a little show that I do every now and again if you want. All in all, I would say that the winner of this round was Dino World. I think Dino World for sure gets a 10 out of 10. Out of 10. Thank you for turning on my notifications, Ariana. You are truly Greg. I'll be back soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Walmart has entered the metaverse. Finally. That's right, Greg. Through one of the most popular children's games in the world, Walmart is now an actual destination in the metaverse where you can go to have fun, play, learn, and of course, buy things from Walmart. And that is what I will be doing today. I personally cannot wait to get into Walmart's metaverse, look around, explore. It looks fun as hell. One of the biggest corporations in the entire world advertising to young children in a video game? Let's just say Daddy Likey. But before we do that, before I show you the actual Walmart metaverse experience, I was surprised to find out that this actually isn't Walmart's first metaverse project. A few months ago, apparently Walmart was sort of laughed off the internet because this video surfaced demoing their vision of the future of shopping in the metaverse. And not only did this failed experiment not look like it made shopping any better, it like actively made it worse. You know how instead of like a store with colorful aisles full of products and people from your community shopping around, you'd much rather shop in a dystopian void of a Walmart that's been abandoned for 1,000 years? You do? Oh, you do? Okay, that was meant to be sarcastic, but you actually do? Okay, well, then maybe you'll like this.
Howdy, thanks for visiting Walmart. I will be your shopping assistant module today, but you can call me Sam for short.
Look, man, I already feel like kind of dystopian going to a regular Walmart in the real world, but this actually feels like I'm like a test subject in some kind of psychological experiment. What is this void? Where am I right now?
Let's get started. I have your shopping list loaded up, and I'm tracking your oil change so I can let you know as soon as it's done.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I go to the store, if an employee asks me if I need help finding anything, I say no every time, even if I do need help because I'm a nervous person. So this scenario is like a nightmare to me. Just having an employee floating 2 feet in front of me at all times, just locking eyes with me, recommending products, is actually a nightmare. It's like my worst case scenario when I go to a store, but if it just never ended. It also doesn't help that she's like literally telling you what to do. She's not even making suggestions.
You see the tomato sauce on your left? Go ahead and grab that and then place it in your cart.
You see the tomato sauce? Grab it. Put it in your cart. You said you wanted tomato sauce, right? It's right there. Put it in the cart now. There's no time for browsing and taking your time in the Walmart metaverse. Get your shit and leave. How is this any better than shopping normally? They had every opportunity to make shopping like a breeze. Like, I feel like the most efficient form of shopping is just like ordering it online. They didn't need to take the actual physical experience of going to Walmart and put it in VR. If I'm not going to the store anymore, it's like the actual act of putting a tomato sauce in my cart is not the part I'm gonna miss. It's probably gonna be like human contact or just like feeling like I exist in a real social world.
Great. Looks like you need a good wine pairing. Take a look to your right. Your age has already been pre-verified through your profile, so no need to wait for an ID check.
I love in this supposedly like futuristic utopian version of Walmart in the future, we're already being upsold to buy shit that we didn't want. It's like, okay, you wanted pasta sauce, go ahead and buy a wine with that. You can't have pasta sauce without wine, right? And also here's $5 off a Voodoo movie rental. You're gonna wanna buy a movie as well. And then, oh, you're watching a movie? Head on over to our gun department. You're gonna want a gun with that movie. Also, I haven't even bought pasta or meat yet. Why is red wine the thing I need to pair with the pasta sauce? I need the rest of my meal. Or am I just like sipping one glass of wine and one glass of pasta sauce while I watch my Voodoo rental movie?
I'm getting a notification from your connected smart fridge. It looks like you already have a full gallon of milk at home. Should we put this one back?
Sorry? My fridge told you that? The sheer passive aggressive in this Walmart employee's voice. Hey, so I noticed you have a gallon of milk in your cart, but I was just talking to your smart fridge and he told me you already have milk at home. Should we put the milk back? Should little baby put the milk back? Did little baby forget that we have milk at home? Did you forget in this dystopian world there's a milk shortage? Are you trying to hoard milk? Also, stop talking to my fridge behind my back, dude. What the hell? Why are smart fridges so integral to every corporation's version of the future? I do not want my fridge snitching on me to Walmart, okay? Damn, you can really feel the anger through the screen in that toss. Fine, I'll fucking put the milk back, dude. Stop talking to my fridge. Just every part of this is so eerie. What is with the hum throughout this video? They could have had like fun music playing. You know, you go to like Target or Walmart, they're playing like Ed Sheeran. It's like they're making it eerie and dystopian on purpose. Every time you pick up an item from the shelf, all of the shelves descend into the underworld and new shelves come up. That's really comforting, I gotta say. There's something so comforting about them being like, no, you don't move, all right? The shelves move. You stay right where you are. The milk will come to you. The gun aisle will come to you.
Good news, your oil change is done. Your vehicle will be ready at the Tire and Lube Express.
Okay, now wait, so this is confusing. Am I at a Walmart with a VR headset on? This whole time I thought this was something you do from home. You go around, pick out all your items, and then Walmart will come and drop your stuff off. But she just said that my car is getting an oil change right now.
Good news, your oil change is done.
At the Lube Express or whatever?
At the Tire and Lube Express.
The Tire and Lube Express. That's right, that's what I said. So I drove to Walmart, dropped my car off at the Tire and Lube Express, and then went into Walmart and then just put on a VR headset? At that point, why can't I just shop? Why do I need to be wearing a VR headset? I'm so confused. I feel like these hands say so much about the emotion of the person watching this happen. Would you say that this person is like happy or terrified about what's going on right now?
I'll have the TV brought out to your car.
Okay, so my shopping cart is going to my car to load my groceries. This drone is just gonna deliver the TV straight to my house. And then I noticed that I'm not leaving the Walmart. I noticed that my cart and the TV get to leave. And I don't? Is there any reason for that? Okay, your groceries will be delivered to your smart fridge as a sacrifice, and you will remain here forever. Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Okay, I think you guys have waited long enough. You want to see the real deal. That experiment obviously did not work. People were like, what the hell is wrong with you? Of course we don't want this. So now it's time to look at Walmart's actual, real-life, currently live venture into the metaverse. Walmart enters the metaverse with Roblox experience aimed at young shoppers. Young shoppers. I feel like there's another word for that. Another word that they're not using for some oh, children. Yeah, that's right. We usually call young shoppers children. But I guess at the end of the day, children are basically just young shoppers, aren't they? Congratulations, ma'am. You've given birth to a beautiful young male shopper. Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait for him to grow up and shop just like his father. Isn't that right, sweetie? Walmart is entering the metaverse with two experiences, Walmart Land and Walmart's Universe of Play in gaming platform Roblox. Walmart's marketing chief, William White, said the company will use Roblox as a testing ground as it considers other moves in the metaverse and beyond. Definitely makes it sound like they're using this opportunity to sort of experiment on children, which I guess makes sense as to why they're not using the word children, because there's lots of laws against advertising to children, but there are no laws, as far as I know, about advertising to young shoppers. Oh, I just remember that's my favorite show. My favorite Big Bang Theory spinoff, Young Shopper. The retail giant's first foray into the virtual world will feature a blimp that drops toys, a music festival with hot artists. I hope they mean like sexy. The most attractive artist we could find, Yassified Van Gogh. A bunch of different games and a store full of virtual merchandise, or Virch. I think I want to throw up from reading that sentence. Which matches what customers may find in Walmart stores and on its website. Walmart is trying to make themselves seem so cool to children. A blimp that drops toys and music festivals? Kids that grow up going to Walmart Land and Roblox are gonna be so disappointed the first time they actually go to a Walmart. They're gonna walk in, there's like a small cowboy kid yodeling in the corner. In another corner, there's an employee in a physical altercation with a customer. They're like bashing the customer's head in. The poor kid is like, where's the blimp that drops toys? For now, Walmart won't make money from its immersive experiences. Gamers can earn tokens and other rewards to put towards virtual merchandise on Roblox. Brands like LOL Surprise, Skull Candy headphones were included in the experiences based on their popularity with Roblox's younger audience of gamers. Still not using the word children. No, now they're young gamers. Walmart could make money from it in the future. Oh. You think? You think Walmart might somehow be trying to figure out a way to make money from this? I don't know, man. Seems a little far-fetched to me. I kind of assumed they were doing this pro bono. Universe of Play has games that feature items from Walmart's top toy list for the holiday season, like Razor scooters and Paw Patrol and Jurassic World characters. A potential nudge to get Roblox users to ask for them. A potential nudge? Has the person who wrote this article ever heard of Walmart? Or like business? They're showing really popular products to kids in a really popular kids game. Maybe that could be to get them to buy the products from Walmart. Walmart Land has an obstacle course of oversized items from the retailer's Gen Z focused beauty brands such as skincare products from Bubble and makeup from Uoma by Sharon C. It's crazy that even in the metaverse, corporations are trying to convince you that you are ugly. You're a fully digital avatar and Walmart's still like, we can still tell you're ugly. Hello, you need to buy virtual makeup. We just talked to your smart fridge and it told us you're ugly. To be fair, of course your Roblox character needs makeup. They're all hideous. There's no way a Roblox character is ever going to conform to traditional beauty standards. They have like pitch black doll eyes. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm ready. My young shopper mind is ready to be advertised to. Let's hop into this game. And so I hopped into this game. I have never played Roblox before. So unfortunately, even though Walmart is advertising this as a metaverse experience, it's not in VR. I kind of thought that every metaverse experience takes place in VR, but I guess metaverse just means it's in the computer. I don't know how that's different from like Walmart.com. That's in the computer. Is that not the metaverse? Since the game is not in VR and I wanted to still wear a cool headset, I'm gonna be wearing these cool gamer glasses instead of a VR headset. Anyway, I actually have no idea how Roblox works. It took me a minute to figure out how to actually get into Roblox and start playing in Walmart's World of Play. So I guess there's all these worlds here. I wonder if Walmart Land is in here somewhere. Survival? Probably not gonna be in there. Yeah, Walmart Universe of Play, the new survival game. Try not to get murdered in the new Walmart Land. Apparently Roblox isn't just one game, it's like a million different games. Don't Call at 3 a.m. and it's a picture of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Squid Game, Last to Leave, it's like a Mr. Beast video within Roblox. What is Roblox? What is Roblox? Anyway. But eventually I found Walmart Land in the recommended for you tab. They know why I'm here. New to Walmart Land? Yes. Well, welcome. It's a place where inspiration starts with play, including mini games, challenges, an obby, and more. An obby? Am I supposed to know what that is? Is that Roblox lingo? Or is that just like a word in the English language that I don't know? Oh, this is helpful. Is obby a word? Yeah, obby is a valid English word. Okay, what does it mean though? The hell is an obby? Oh. In Roblox, it's an obstacle course. Explore Electric Island, play Netflix trivia, hosted by Noah Schnapp? Wait, the dude from Stranger Things is hosting a game in Walmart Land? Compete in the dance-off challenge, make beats in the DJ. Okay, this place actually might be kind of cool. That's right, it might. Now, there's some cool sounding stuff in here, like a giant cosmetics obstacle course, but what I'm really interested in is Noah Schnapp hosting trivia in Roblox. How is he just in Walmart land? Is he just playing Roblox all the time? Just sitting there waiting to ask people questions about Netflix? How much are they paying him for this? There's no wrong way to play. I bet I can prove you wrong, Buster. Let's see how long it takes me to get banned from this world. Then we'll find out if there's a wrong way to play, won't we? So this is Walmart land. My initial impressions of the game were not great. So this is me. See, the thing I don't get, okay, this isn't a thing about Walmart land specifically, but why is this game so ugly? This video is just gonna be me discovering the horrors of Roblox. It's not even gonna have anything to do with Walmart anymore. What the fuck? Let me check how loud the game is. It's about this loud. I knew I couldn't go seeing Noah in this wretched default outfit, but lucky for me, Walmart Land has a virtual store. Oh, there's a store. Let's go over there. I can buy some Walmart jeans! Where you can shop for clothing from real-life clothing brands like Bonobos. Wide leg jeans. Bonobos sweatpants? Is that how you pronounce it? I looked it up afterwards, and it is not.
Bonobos.
But that wouldn't stop me from mispronouncing it the entire time I played this game. I guess I need coins to buy some Bonobos sweatpants. I don't think I've ever met anyone that's actually been wearing an article of Bonobo clothing, but I'm gonna go and get some. There's a couple different ways you can collect tokens to buy Bonobos clothing in Walmart land. First, as we know, there's a blimp that drops toys. Okay, there's a thing at the top that says next blimp a minute and a half away. Oh, there it is! Take me with you. I want to go in the blimp. Except as far as I can tell, it only ever drops cold hard cash. Okay. I just got 82 surprise coins. Okay, sick. So it dropped some coins. Didn't drop any Walmart.com t-shirts or anything. So a little underwhelming, but these coins will make do. I did get distracted from my mission to buy some sweatpants when I realized there was a fight going on in the chat. Looks like there's a bit of a dispute happening in the chat. It's the same person who commented over and over. No, this is my monorail. Off. Wait for the next one. Wait for the next one. Off. Holy shit. There's a monorail in this game? How do I hop on this thing to piss this guy off? I was told there's no wrong way to play, so I'm assuming that hopping on this guy's monorail just to piss him off is cool. I said, I'm waiting to get on your monorail. I'm so excited. And he said, no, wait for the next one. Let's go. But I guess he was pretty serious about it, because by the time the monorail came around, he was gone, and I never heard from him again. Wow, what a beautiful view I have of Walmart land. Trying to sort of get a good vantage point to get a good look from the monorail at Walmart land. I sort of zoom out and just get a really good bird's eye view. Nope, okay, now I'm looking at my own taint. Sort of wanted to look at Walmart land instead. Wait, how do I have 200 coins now? What happened here? How did I get that many coins? I still don't know. Watching the video back, I'm just standing on the monorail and I gain 100 coins for no reason. I don't know, but it's time to go buy some freaking pants! Pants, 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 pants. Guys, I gotta level with you. I didn't buy the pants. In fact, I didn't buy any Bonobos clothing. I looked at the Bonobos clothing. Oh, I can buy shirts too? Well, hold on, this changes everything. They've got Bonobo sweater blue. That's that sad feeling you get when you put on your Bonobo sweater. Got the Bonobo sweater blues, man. But then I found something that I thought was a little more likely to impress Noah. Oh, and they have Stranger Things stuff too. Dude, I could dress up as 11. Oh, wait, let me try it on. And here I am. And why am I not wearing it? Excuse me. Excuse me. Maybe this is just Roblox as a whole, but Walmart Land was generally very glitchy. How do I put on this freaking dress? I have a feeling it's in this bag, but there's sort of like a list of players in the way that I can't click on the bag. Let me click on the goddamn bag. When I bought this 11 costume and I went into my inventory, it said it was already equipped, but it wasn't, and I had to like unequip it and then re-equip it, and then just like wait a couple seconds for it to show up on my body. Let's go! I just turned into Millie Bobby Brown from a Millie Bobby Clown. Can you dance in this game? Maybe someone in the chat can help me. It's time to see how kind the people of Roblox are, I guess. Oh, you can dance in Roblox, but there's certain games that you can't dance in. Well, surely you can dance in Walmart Land. It's the best place in the goddamn world. They said I tried and it didn't work. Excusez-moi. There's supposed to be like a dance rave here, isn't there? And you're not allowed to dance? There's a music concert, a music festival, and you're just meant to stand there like this? Whoa, Cold Atlantic sent me a friend request. Sure, dog. I'll be anyone's friend, as long as they can teach me how to freaking play this game. So it looks like there's some areas of Walmart land they have not fleshed out yet. There's a bunch of bubbles that just say coming soon. So they're keeping some hype alive for Walmart land, as if there wasn't enough already, you know? While searching for Noah, I came across the cosmetics obby. The goal is simple. Just try to get to the end of the obby. All right. I thought I'd give it a go in an effort to, I don't know, earn some extra tokens. Oh God. But little did I know, this obstacle course would ruin me. Fuck, shit, I hate Walmart land now. I don't want to buy any of these products at all. What is this? Oh! Am I just bad at this? Fucking shit. I swear to God, this is harder than it looks, gang. Only an adult could beat this, for sure. And even then, you know, I mean, I'm a grown up. I'm definitely giving a run for my motherfucker. Some advertising. This is Walmart. You see what you've done? You've turned a lifelong loyal customer into a pissed off Lego guy. This is getting kind of hard to watch. Honestly, I would much rather be watching an ad for ExpressVPN right now. While I'm getting absolutely dominated by this beauty obby, let me tell you how you can avoid getting dominated by your internet service provider by using ExpressVPN. You see, in the US, it's legal for your internet service provider to sell your data to other companies. They can keep track of every website you've ever visited, every product you've looked at buying in the past month, and sell it to advertisers. If they wanted to, they could sell it to Walmart. Oh my God, I'm never going to Walmart again. But ExpressVPN puts a stop to this by rerouting 100% of your network traffic through their secure encrypted servers. ExpressVPN also helps you unblock content that's not available in your area. For example, Laura and I are absolutely rabid fans of Survivor. But a few weeks ago, Laura and I were on vacation in Europe, where they did not have Survivor on Hulu. But by turning on ExpressVPN, which is very easy to do, you just do it in one click, and changing my server location to the US, we were able to watch Survivor in our hotel. And even when you're not traveling, there's tons of shows you can unlock on Netflix simply by switching your location. I think I'll just chill here for a little bit. He looks comfortable here, and I don't want to risk falling. It seems like kind of a cool place to hang out. ExpressVPN has the fastest speeds. They're consistently ranked the #1 VPN by sources like CNET, TechRadar, The Verge, and more. So if you want to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, then head on over to expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez or the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. And now, please God, can I finish this obby? Where's the end? Is that the end? Whee! Let's go! Let's go! We're back, baby. We did it. 250 coins, by the way. So I'm basically rich now. Oh my God. That took so much longer than it should have. Holy cow. They say the night is darkest just before the dawn, and I have to say, in this case, that was correct, because right after this obstacle course, I found Electric Island. Electric Island looks kind of fun. Let's go there. And by extension, Noah Schnapp. Okay, what is there to do on Electric Island? Play Netflix trivia hosted by Noah Schnapp. I have a feeling it's just like a bot that says he's Noah Schnapp, but it'd be crazy if it was actually him. It'd be crazy if it wasn't even like a Roblox character. It was just like him in the game. I looked around for a little bit trying to find this guy, and I gotta say, the name Electric Island makes this place sound a lot more fun than it actually is. All right, I'm already seeing something that looks pretty fun in Electric Island. A pool party. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's turn up. Okay, there is no one here. You know, for the fun and totally happening place that they made it seem like Electric Island and more broadly Walmart land would be, doesn't seem like there's that many people here. It feels kind of lonely. Does this show how many people are in here? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 22 people here in Walmart land. So this looks like the gigantic stage where huge concerts take place and everyone stands still and watches. This place is electric during live events. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Electric Island is a strange and mysterious place. Whoa! What's going on? And they did a damn good job of hiding Noah Schnapp. All right, where's Noah Schnapp at? Let me talk to Noah Schnapp, dude. Where's Noah Schnapp? Noah, I want to play some Netflix trivia with you. But eventually, I made it to the trivia floor. There we go. I found an elevator. Netflix trivia, please. I feel closer to Noah than ever before.
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Noah Schnapp, but you might know me as Will Byers from Stranger Things. Anyway, today we're gonna have some fun playing Netflix trivia here in Walmart Land. There are 3 categories you choose from, one about Stranger Things, another about Outer Banks, and a third called Surprise Me.
You know, something tells me he wasn't actually in Walmart Land. There weren't too many blank white walls that I saw in Walmart Land. He said, like, I hope we're all having fun in Walmart Land, like he was also there. He didn't even look like a Roblox character. Now the only thing left to do was play some Stranger Things trivia with my boy Noah. What sport does Lucas play at Hawkins High? Football? Fuck! Oh no, I forgot I don't watch Stranger Things! I didn't know the answers to any of these questions. Which of the following is a real quote from Argyle? Who is Argyle? 5 coins for like 30 minutes of work trying to find Will. Or sorry, not Will. Noah is his real name in real life. And I get 5 measly coins. I kind of felt like all the kiddos in season 1 trying to find this dude. And I finally do, and I get 5 coins. At this point, I've got to pretty much be the richest person in Walmart Land, so I think I'm just gonna head to the store and spend all of my money and then be done. So I got some Bonobo sweater blues and some Bonobo sweatpants, and let's just see how I look. And they didn't appear on my character. That's not the sweater I just bought. Is this game broken? Oh, there we go. But now what happened to my pants? The sweater's on, but my blue pants are not. And then I quit the game. Well, guys, I think I've played enough Roblox for today and the rest of my life. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at Walmart's first steps into the metaverse. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg? So I'm a big fan of the Bachelor and Bachelorette series. And by big fan, I mean I watch it and complain the whole time because it's not exactly how I want it to be. But lately, I've been feeling even more so like the series has just taken a bad turn. There's really dumb producer-created drama on the show. Because of this, I've sort of been on the lookout for new reality dating shows to watch. I found out that MTV has a bunch of old dating shows that I've never seen before. I've heard people talk about them, but I've never actually watched them.
Curvy girls make my junk twitch.
And I've sort of fallen down a rabbit hole, but this one in particular, it's called MTV's My Own, has been keeping me awake at night.
Welcome to my palace of pink.
The concept for this show is so bizarre. Before I tell you what it's actually about, I want you to picture what you think would make a successful dating show. Like, what would actually lead to a relationship that lasts longer than just the episodes of the show? What do you think is most important? I personally think the main person, the person that everyone's trying to date, making sure that they are like a well-adjusted person that has the ability to form normal, healthy relationships with other people and will like you for you and doesn't want you to be someone else, because that would be weird. So this show is about helping people who are obsessed with celebrities find someone who looks and acts as much like that celebrity as possible so that they can basically have their own personal version of that celebrity. That's why it's called My Own. There's episodes about people who are obsessed with Beyonce, P. Diddy, and the show tries to connect these people with someone who looks enough like Beyonce to sort of quell this person's desires, to make them kind of calm down about the whole being obsessed with Beyonce thing. Now, this show took place between like 2005 and 2006, so a lot of the episodes aren't available online anymore, but I found one on YouTube and I watched it, and it is every bit as weird as you would think. It's actually probably even worse.
The only woman for me is both naughty and nice. I want my own pink.
So at the beginning of the episode, we're introduced to the main character, Nick. Nick isn't looking for a Beyonce or a Kanye West. He's looking for his own pink. He wants his own personal pink. And this whole intro segment where they introduce this guy is just them sort of like listing and showcasing a ton of red flags.
You and me, Friday night. What do you say?
Kind of like they're just normal personality traits. This guy's room is one of the weirdest single man rooms I've ever seen. I know there's this kind of stigma about single men that they live in these ridiculous living situations with like no furniture or like decorations or anything. I wish this guy didn't have any decoration. It seems like his room is literally just a full-sized bed and white walls covered in posters of pink. There's also caution tape all over the walls and a danger sign on the front door of his room, which is kind of considerate actually, now that I think about it, because I do feel like you need to be warned before entering his room, especially if you look like pink, apparently. That danger sign means danger. If you come into my room looking like pink, I'm gonna try to marry you. You will not leave without becoming my lawfully wedded wife.
Welcome to my palace of pink. There's so many things that I love about pink. She can sing, she's animal friendly, she does gymnastics, and she's the type of girl that I want around with my friends.
Those are the things you like about Pink? Those are the only things this grown man who's obsessed with a female celebrity likes about Pink, really? It's kind of funny how they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't just want to sleep with her. They're trying to make it seem like he's into other obscure parts of her. He says she's good with animals. Is that something she's known for? I guess I don't know that much about Pink, but really? He's just like making stuff up? Yeah. The reason I want to meet Pink so much isn't for any creepy reason. She's so charitable and she's honest. I've never heard her lie. She never lied to me. She never talked to me. She's never seen me at all, actually. But I've seen her every day outside her house.
This is my hermit crab, Pink. Ow!
Ow! Fucking bitch-ass crab! Ugh! Pink would never do that, dude.
Known Nick for like 15 years, one of my closest buddies.
Then we're introduced to some of Nick's friends who give us a little bit more perspective on who Nick is as a person.
Help us find Nick his own Pink.
I'm just trying to picture this show like approaching his friends to be on it as well and telling them like, hey, we're making a show about Nick. We're kind of exploring his obsession with Pink. And they're like, oh my god, thank god, finally. Are you gonna help him? Are you gonna try to get him help so that he can move on with his life? And the show's like, no, actually, we're gonna make it way worse.
I don't remember the last time Nick got a date with a girl, but his obsession with Pink is definitely getting in the way of his love life.
And a show like this definitely will not help if he realizes there are women who are willing to be his personal Pink. Also, even ignoring the Pink thing, I feel like that might not be the only reason he hasn't had a date in years. I think there's a good chance he has more going on, and the Pink thing is just kind of like the most obvious, glaring issue. Like, if you took away all the Pink posters in his room, he would still have just an empty room with a bed and a crab. So I think it's safe to say that there's more going on.
I met Nick when he was the captain of our football squad back in high school. Nick's living on another planet, and it's Pink.
I feel like they skipped a lot of the story there. I met Nick when he was the captain of the football team. He had a lot going for him, man. And basically, to make a long story short, now he can't leave his house because he's too busy staring at posters of Pink on his wall. This show might as well be called What If We Ignore the Real Problem? So they put Nick and his friends in the car, drive him to the studio, and they get ready to meet all of the contestants. One thing I'm noticing is that The Bachelor and Bachelorette are usually filmed at this like nice mansion in Malibu. It's a very romantic setting. This is filmed in like an office building. What is this place? This does not look like the type of place you would want to go to find love. This looks like a FedEx. All right, let's meet these contestants.
You know what? It's time to bring the ladies out. What do you say, guys? Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Come on, ladies.
Yeah, let's bring the ladies out. Let's see these ladies. They better look like Pink. So the ladies come out. They each give like a short statement on who they are or why they think they would be a good Pink for Nick.
What's up? My name's Lacey, and you need to pick me to be your own Pink so we can get into some trouble later.
As these women come out and make their little jokes and vie for Nick's love, I have to wonder, what reason do any of these women have for wanting to win this show? I feel like the prize in this show would make your life worse. Having to be this guy's Pink? What girl dreams of marrying a guy who's obsessed with another celebrity to the point where the only reason he even likes you is that you kinda look like her? You're just gonna spend the rest of your life knowing that, like, sure, you look kinda like Pink, but you're not Pink.
My name is Chriselle, and you should choose me as your own Pink because I am the ultimate rock star, and I'm gonna rock your world.
Rock it, baby, yeah!
Oh no, dude, he's already too excited.
Rock it, baby, yeah!
Just one glimpse of a girl that reminds him of Pink, and he loses it.
Yes! Yes, finally!
So from here, the girls have to compete in a series of challenges to see who would make the best Pink.
Drop it like it's hot, dude. I'm walking the rock. Guess I won't be getting in any trouble with her.
So I thought it was gonna be like going on a date with him to see how he vibes with them, see if they remind him of Pink at all. But the first challenge really threw me for a loop.
So let's get started with a few trivia questions for you. In what state is Pink's hometown, Doylestown, located?
Okay, wait, so they have to know personal details about Pink?
Pennsylvania.
She's got it, guys. She's got it.
And they do know personal details about Pink?
What does Pink's husband, Carrie Hart, do for a living?
A dirt bike rider?
How do they know this? Wait, so they don't just have to like look and act like Pink. They have to know intimate details of Pink's life. Why is that important? It's kind of making it seem like they don't just have to seem like Pink. They have to actually pretend to be Pink. Because once one of them wins the show, they might be out to dinner and Nick might be like, hey, what's your favorite kind of candy again? And they'll just have to pull it out of the tops of their heads. Nerd ropes. My favorite candy is Nerd Rope. He's not just looking for someone someone who's like Pink. He is looking for someone to pretend to be Pink for the rest of their lives. Last challenge of this show is gonna be sewing a pink skin mask onto your face. Gross. Why did I say that? It's also kind of interesting because Pink is known for kind of having an attitude, being a very confident woman. I feel like there's about a 0% chance that Pink would ever do a show like this, which is the funny thing. The show just ends with Nick being like, and the winner is... none of you guys. Yeah, none of you guys really seem that much like Pink to me. Pink would never do a show like this.
It's time for Nick to eliminate 2 of the girls who don't know enough to be his own Pink.
And my 4th and final choice is Dominique.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Not regressive.
You got the 4. Dominique is hot, just like Pink.
She doesn't look like Pink, but she is hot, and Pink is hot, and, well, they both breathe air, and they both sort of eat food. So I guess she is kind of like Pink after all.
Ladies, congratulations. You're that much closer to becoming my own Pink.
Ugh. All right, next challenge. They have to become gymnasts.
Hello, ladies, and welcome to Anti-Gravity Sports. Before Pink became a rock star, she spent her childhood as a gymnast, and now it's your turn.
That's right, apparently Pink did gymnastics when she was little, and so these girls have to also learn gymnastics for some reason. I guess maybe it might come up on a date at some point in the future with this guy, like, hey, Pink did gymnastics when she was little, so she should probably remember some gymnastics, like a little bit of gymnastics. And he might want his girlfriend, who is pretending to be Pink, to do a little bit of gymnastics.
She is good.
She's good. Too good. Not like Pink at all. Pink is not very good at gymnastics anymore. You're out of here, dude. So then they compete in some gymnastics, and based on that, Nick makes a few more eliminations.
And my 3rd and final choice is...
Oh, and they cut to a commercial break midway through the eliminations for some reason. I guess this is like a big cliffhanger. I'm not really sure how. I'm not at all invested in any of these girls. I know so little about them. The only thing I know is if they know trivia about Pink and can do a little bit of gymnastics. Are there people at home rooting for one of these girls? Is that why this would be a cliffhanger? We've only known these girls for 12 minutes. I can't imagine forming that strong of a connection with them in that time. I want Dominique to win so bad. Her story is so inspiring. She deserves this. Ever since she was a little girl, she's wanted to be someone's personal Pink. She's got this in the bag.
Violet.
Fuck! The 3rd and final challenge is that these girls have to perform a Pink song for Nick. They have to get dressed up like Pink. They've got to bring the attitude. They've got to bring a great vocal performance to win Nick's heart.
The only concern. Well, you lucky girl, stupid girl.
It doesn't make any sense. Why do any of these challenges matter? Do they think that this is what Pink's day consists of? She wakes up in the morning, she gets questioned by her husband on where she grew up and like what record label she was signed to first. And then she goes to the gym to remember just a little bit of gymnastics. And then she comes home and does a personal performance for Nick. Yeah, that's probably what Pink does. I guess when you only see someone on the screen, you just kind of assume that what you saw them doing on the screen is what they're always doing. Whoever wins this show, she like goes home with Nick, and then that night she like gets in bed and she's about to go to sleep with him, and he's like, whoa, hold up, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, we're gonna go to sleep now, right? And he's like, no. I have never seen Pink sleep. I don't think she does that. If you're gonna be my personal Pink, you can't do that. The only things I've seen Pink do are sing and dance and talk about having done gymnastics. So if you're not doing one of those 2 things, then I'm sorry, but you're not Pink. You're just some random ass girl. And she's like, I am some random ass girl. We met 3 hours ago. All right, it shows them prepping for the challenge, which is for some reason in a recording studio. They're recording the song, I guess, even though when they perform it live, they're not lip syncing. So I don't know why they had to record the song. And then they do the performances. And right off the bat, this girl looks so much like Pink, and none of the other girls look anything like Pink. It's so obvious that she's gonna win. But they put her first and then make the other 2 girls try to follow that up as if they have any chance of winning against this girl that actually looks like Pink. They do okay given the circumstances. I mean, they're probably just confused, perpetually confused about why they're here and what choices in life led them to be here. But maybe this is what they want. Maybe they have like pictures on their wall that just say like, guy that is obsessed with Pink. And that's their dream guy. That's who they've always wanted to be with. But even if that is the case, they definitely squander the opportunity.
Maybe if I act like that guy will call me back.
do not impress.
It's time for Nick to bring down the lights on two of our hopefuls as he picks his very own pink.
Alright, it's time for him to pick his pink. Who's it gonna be?
Ladies, all these performances were great.
No, they weren't.
Unfortunately, I can only pick one of you to be my own pink. Desiree, I loved your performance, and you just look flat out hot.
Desiree, I loved your performance. Actually, honestly, who am I kidding? I wasn't paying attention to it at all, because you looked so fucking hot. So there's 3 girls here, and he only gets to pick one. It'd be kind of nice if his friends got a pink too, just for the trouble, you know? I mean, they helped with a lot of this. I think their own personal pink isn't too much to ask for.
Lacey, it's not you.
I like how the contestants who get eliminated don't leave once they're eliminated. They just get the lights turned off on them, and then they get to watch in the dark as the only girl that looks like pink wins.
Violet, it's not you. Desiree, congratulations. My own pink.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for them. Can I go home now?
Desiree impressed me from the start. She looked like an Olympic athlete, and she rocked it on stage with her performance just like Pink would. Now that Desiree's my own pink, I'm looking forward to getting into some trouble.
The ending is pretty lackluster, honestly. It just kind of like ends right here with them walking off together. We don't know what happens next, if they go on a date or anything like that. Honestly, maybe a good thing, because I'm not really sure if I want to know what happens next. I feel like best case scenario, and probably most likely, they walk off of this stage with their arms linked, and then once they get backstage, they just sort of split up and walk in opposite directions, don't even look at each other, and just never see each other again. It's either that, or this girl probably has some really weird stories to tell, so I guess it's just kind of up to our own interpretation. It's kind of like the end of Inception. You kind of get to decide what you think happened next. Do you think they got married, or do you think they're both dead? I don't know. Anything's possible. Guys, I've never really been the type of person to want to spend all my money decorating my living space with pictures of a celebrity that I adore, but honestly, thanks to today's sponsor, Current, managing my funds is so easy that I really feel like there's no reason not to. That's right, I went to Walgreens, I took my Current debit card, and I bought a picture of Tom Holland. I printed it out, I made the poor sap working at the printing station print out a big old picture of Tom Holland for me. Got my poster. And now I'm gonna put it on my wall. For those of you unaware, Current is banking for the modern age. It's banking entirely on your phone. I also bought this Scotch tape with my Current card. Current is hassle-free. They've got no hidden fees, no annual fees, nothing like that. They don't try to hide things from you like a traditional bank. They're very transparent, and it's totally free to sign up. You sign up, everybody gets a Current debit card, just like this one, so you could go and you could buy your very own Tom Holland poster. My favorite thing about being sponsored by Current is their generosity during these integrations. They're always giving away money to my followers just for signing up for Current. In fact, just over the last year, Current and I have given away $25,000 to people who watch just my videos. And today, we're giving away another $5,000. Shouts out to people in the past who have won before. People such as Stephanie Rod, 85, Stephanie Santo, 9, Linda Rebecca, Very Not Straight. All of these people have been paid by Current. How cool is that? Today we're going to be sending 10 people who use my code, Danny500, to sign up for Current. $500. They'll be chosen at random, so you don't have to be quick or anything. Just head on over there, sign up. In a couple weeks, we will select the winners and send them $500. Nothing else to it. So thank you again to Current for sponsoring this video. Very cool of you guys. And thank you to you guys for checking out Current. Thanks for watching the video. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing army on all of YouTube. Please do not look that up. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of I talk about something while you stare at the pimple on my forehead. So this video today is going to be about Paul Zimmer. And if you don't know who Paul Zimmer is, congratulations, you've lived a great life until right now. Paul Zimmer is a Musical.ly star. He's the physical embodiment of this tweet that I tweeted at VidCon this year. More and more going to VidCon is just like, you see all these kids that like look exactly the same, and you're just like, what do you do? And you just find out that they're all Musical.ly stars. So that's basically what Paul Zimmer is. And I found Paul Zimmer's videos a while ago, and I at first just wrote him off as like, he's the typical Musical.ly star who doesn't really have any like notable talents. He just got popular off of his weird thirst trap videos, and that's just all he does. But recently I found his Instagram and then his YouTube channel, and it got weirder. At first I just thought he was like this typical like fuckboy, but he's so much weirder than that. So today I just want to show you all of Paul Zimmer's weird stuff. So we're gonna start off with Musical.ly. This is Paul Zimmer's bread and butter, if you will, is his Musical.ly account. If you don't know what Musical.ly is, you know how people get mad when their favorite singers get caught lip syncing at live concerts, lip syncing their own songs. Musical.ly is like that, except people do it on purpose and get millions of followers. So on Musical.ly, Paul Zimmer has like two genres of videos. The first one are his thirst trap videos, where he like shows off his abs for his 12-year-old fans, and he like blows kisses at the camera and does this pose a lot. So as your first introduction to Paul Zimmer, let's watch one of his Musical.ly. So here is a Paul Zimmer Musical.ly.
And you just look so beautiful, just like you were an angel. Oh, turn the lights down low. Yeah.
Good, right? Great, here's another.
I wanna hear you sing it. Don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight.
Okay, so this is a good example of a Paul Zimmer Musical.ly because it's got him kind of just staring at the camera. The lighting is like super Instagram model lighting. One of the hallmarks of a Paul Zimmer Musical.ly is that his hashtags have absolutely nothing to do with the video. So his hashtags in this are hashtag Russia, hashtag Poland, hashtag France, hashtag Muser. And the caption is, I love you, heart. Check out my new picture on Instagram. So that's like a pretty typical Paul Zimmer Musical.ly. They get a little bit more creepy. Like, like this one where he shows off his abs and then just stares blankly into the camera. Oh my god. Okay, so watch this Musical.ly.
Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. And you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some.
The caption of that Musical.ly is smile, and then a smile emoji, 2 hearts, Instagram, Paul Zimmer, hashtag Black History Month. That's his big Black History Month message.
Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober.
So yeah, Paul Zimmer makes these weird thirst trap videos, but Paul Zimmer has another genre of Musical.lys where he just does parkour at a playground. He just jumps off of things and spins around in slow motion. A really weird 2 things to do. He's like thirst traps and then also like, I'm gonna cartwheel off a table, because that's quirky. Now I have to admit I was a little bit hesitant about making this video at first because I was like, okay, Paul Zimmer's obviously like this high school kid or maybe like, 14 or 15 years old. He's just having fun in a really weird way. And I don't want to make fun of kids. Like, what kind of person would I have to be to just constantly be profiting off of mocking kids? But then I found out he was 22, and I was like, oh, perfect. Talk about having a young face, am I right? This dude is old enough to have graduated college, and his career is flexing his abs for like 12-year-old girls. Now this isn't even the worst part. This isn't even really why I'm making the video. This is just an introduction to Paul Zimmer. So now you're probably thinking, well, so what? This guy makes bad Musical.lys. So does everybody else that makes Musical.lys. Show me something new, Danny. Also, you should start going to the gym. And those are both good points. So like most Musical.ly stars, Paul Zimmer has ventured to greater things. A lot of Musical.ly stars are releasing music, starring in TV shows. Paul Zimmer has moved on to more prestigious platforms as well, such as Instagram comedy videos. And boy, are they terrible. I've made videos about bad Instagram comedy videos before, but I don't think I've ever seen such a poor understanding of what it takes to even make like a joke. So this is Paul Zimmer's Instagram page. He has 1 million followers on Instagram, and most of his pictures are just him, looking into the camera with that dead look that he always has. But occasionally, when the stars align, he posts an Instagram comedy video. And I'm gonna show you one of those now. Sorry, my vocal cords gave out at the thought of watching one. But let's watch this one. It's called When You Accidentally Fart in Public.
Yeah, no, for breakfast I just had some beans. Seriously?
That's the entire video. Yeah, that is the joke is when you fart in public, he's walking, he farts in public, and someone says, seriously? And that's the punchline. That is the end of that joke. I just wonder if he thinks that that's funny, or if he's like, my fans are such idiots that they're going to think this is funny. Actually, I want to look at the comments on this video to see if people like actually did like it. I laughed so hard. At what, though? What did you laugh at? This is funny because some of his fans are actually acknowledging how bad this video is. I'm not gonna lie, I hated this. Here's another one of his Instagram videos. It's called How Girls Take Selfies versus Guys.
Ew, I look so ugly in these.
Perfect. Okay, this one's actually very telling. I don't think that he meant it to come across this way, but this is like not really how girls take selfies versus boys take selfies. It's how everyone else takes selfies versus how Paul Zimmer takes selfies. Everybody else has to be like, oh God, I can't get a good selfie. I'll always be ugly. But Paul Zimmer's like, hey, perfect. Haha, I'm hot as shit. That's of course leaving out all of the weird sexist undertones of like, women have this unrealistic standard of beauty they have to live up to, but I can just snap a picture of myself and bada bing, bada boom, I'm rich, bitch. But this next video, which is probably my favorite one of his, is even more telling, and I think you'll see why. It's called When Girls See a Hot Guy. Now, this is a video on his own Instagram page that he made and came up with the idea for, I can only assume.
Do you guys remember that one horror movie we were watching the other night?
Oh my god, yes, I remember.
Oh my god!
Yep, that's right. He was the hot guy. He made a video called When Girls See a Hot Guy, and he was the hot guy. He came up with that idea. When girls see a hot guy. Oh, that relatable moment. Don't you hate it when you're just chilling on top of a parking garage and this swarm of girls just starts chasing you? Some classic relatable Instagram comedy. I mean, who doesn't love a good relatable joke? Like, what world does this guy live in? See, this is what I was talking about before. He's not like a typical douche. He's like, he actually lives in a different world or something. He's off in his own little world. And it's just kind of fun to just look at his life. But things get weirder. I found his YouTube account, and do you remember when I made that video about Tessa and what I like to call her boring vlogs? Boring vlogs. Paul Zimmer, I think, beats her in that category. I would describe Paul Zimmer's vlogs as life-changing in a bad way. My quality of life has significantly decreased since I discovered these videos earlier today. So let's go ahead and watch. Okay, this one's got a great clickbait title. It's called My Girlfriend Kissed Another Boy by Paul Zimmer.
Baby, you better not kiss him. I'm honestly gonna be mad if you kiss him.
So that was our little teaser for later in the video. You know how vlogs do that? They just give you the little teaser of the interesting part where he's just calmly telling his girlfriend, I'm gonna be really upset if you kiss that guy. I'm gonna be really upset if you kiss him.
Baby, you better not kiss him.
If that doesn't make you want to watch the video, then you're normal, actually. Then that's the correct response.
What is up, guys? It is Paul Zimmer back again with another new video, and I'm actually really sad. I'm really sad because yesterday was Christmas. I had an amazing Christmas, but it means that I have to wait a whole entire year for another Christmas.
I like how he's got this weird combination of like a little bit camera shy and nervous mixed with like trying to act like this like cool douchey guy. So he just comes off as like really confused. He's sort of like, haha guys, what's going on? I had a really great Christmas, but now I'm kind of sad.
But anyways, guys, go ahead and comment down below, how was your Christmas? Also, what did you guys get for Christmas? And actually, right now, guys, I want to show you a couple things that I got for Christmas. They're super, super fun to use, so yeah. For those of you guys who don't know, Jamie is obsessed with Disney, so I literally got her bam, a bunch of Disney characters. They're super, super cool. Jamie wants me to show you how small they are. Look.
I'm already bored out of my mind. Boring vlogs. We're a minute into the vlog, and I'm gonna tear my eyes out. He has no, like, camera presence. He has, it's weird hearing his voice also because of all of his musicallys. He's completely silent. Also, he doesn't say anything in his Instagram videos either, which I just realized. He doesn't... Oh no, he does, in all 3 of the Instagram videos I showed you, he says one word and it's perfect, and he's describing himself.
Perfect.
It's just weird to hear him talk for such a long period of time in this video because I've never actually heard him speak before.
So Jamie got me this super dope keychain. I mean, necklace. It's because you've also given me a keychain that kind of looks like it. Today we're actually gonna go out and get a different
chain.
Cannot think of what that is called. We're gonna get a different chain for the necklace today.
I'm struggling so hard to like grasp what his personality is. I don't know. Is he really just that dumb? He couldn't think of the word necklace and chain? I think he's just really camera shy and that's what it is. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's just nervous because he's not used to filming his life. But it's so weird.
Okay, for those of you guys who don't know, I am super obsessed with like little tabletop sports. So Jamie got me this sick bowling thing. Hold up, I'll show you guys. Okay, so I basically have it all set up, guys. So here we go. Literally, I just have to position this guy right here, and I just have to press this button. I really hope I get all the pins down. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I think the weirdest thing about this video and all of Paul Zimmer's stuff is that Paul Zimmer seems to be entertained by the weirdest stuff. Actually, just anything. Anything is entertaining to Paul Zimmer. He's like, my girlfriend knows that I love small tabletop sports. Like he's a 60-year-old man. I feel like I'm bashing on this guy, and I'm not really trying to. At first when I saw his videos, I was like, all right, I don't like this guy because he's just like, you know, lip syncing and pulling up his shirt. But now I'm just kind of like, there's like this childlike wonder about him that I just don't understand. I'm confused and intrigued and amazed. And I also don't like him. I'll be honest, he's pretty weird.
Okay guys, I gotta show you one of the funniest things ever. Here we go. It's a normal stuffed animal, right? Until...
What the fuck? He just described that stuffed animal that dances as the funniest thing ever. Like he's never seen a Christmas decoration that dances and plays music before? He's like, I'm telling you, he's so easily amused, it's so strange. Like, I would describe this as a boring vlog, but to him it's probably like, wow, I did so much today. I picked up my camera, and I walked around my house, and I showed everybody my Christmas presents. Man, I need to take it easy tomorrow because I did a lot today.
Baby, you better not kiss him. I'm honestly gonna be mad if you kiss him.
Okay, so now they're at the store trying to find a stuffed animal, and here is where the action happens, because you remember from the beginning of the video when he was like, don't kiss him, so now we get to finally figure out who she's gonna kiss.
Don't do it. You just kissed another boy.
It's Mickey Mouse.
True.
I guess I shouldn't be mad about that. He is just he is just a stuffed animal.
All right, guys, Paul's gonna jump to down there.
Guys, because there's legit like no walkway to get.
Oh my gosh, it smells so bad here though. Look.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is going on? Okay, guys, Paul's gonna jump off this ledge. It's 1.5 feet high. Hopefully he doesn't break his legs, shatter his kneecaps.
Yeah. That was so smooth.
That was so smooth, dude. The way that you stepped off of that ledge. Honestly, it was pretty smooth.
Okay, what is up, guys? I am back home right now. I'm still a little bit upset with Jamie though because she kissed Mickey Mouse.
I'm still a little bit upset with Jamie. What if he's actually upset? Like he's like, you think that he's just he's like playing this like bit, but he's like actually pissed at her, and when he turns off the camera, he like just goes in the other room and sits there, and Jamie's like, what's wrong, babe? And he's like, shut up! I told you not to kiss that mouse.
Jamie, you got one shot to get a strike. Hold on, let me get closer. Okay, and go for it. Go for it.
So now they're back home from a long day at the mall, and they're playing tabletop bowling again. Alright, well that's about the end of the video. There is a little bit more, but I think we get the gist of it. Paul Zimmer is a very weird boy. I would say Paul Zimmer is your not so typical fuckboy. He's got layers. You know, on the surface, he's this Musical.ly star who really wants you to see his stomach. But when you go deep down, he's actually has the spirit and wonder of a 4-year-old boy who thinks that jumping off of a 2-foot ledge is exciting. He loves little tabletop billiards and bowling. He thinks that a stuffed animal dancing is the shit. He also, you know, has this weird ego thing where he's like obsessed with looking at himself and thinks that he's perfect and hot and girls want to chase him, but I see more than that in Paul Zimmer. Okay guys, well that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much Tiana Robbins for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. If you wanna get this Greg merch, by the way, it's at DannyGonzalez.shop. Greg is the name of our family, our fan base here on YouTube, so all you have to do is subscribe and turn my notifications on. This is probably gonna be my last video of 2017, so I just wanted to say on the real, thank you guys for, you know, supporting me so much this year. This year I've gone from, I think, like 50,000 subscribers to 250,000 subscribers, which is insane. I can't wait for 2018. I've got lots more good stuff coming. I've got like 5 songs that I've made that I haven't released yet, I'm still working on, and more videos like this that you guys like. So thank you so much for watching. Stay Greg. I'll see you guys next year. Peace. Being a touring musician might seem like a dream job. You get to perform for stadiums, screaming your name every night. But at the end of the day, you are just performing the same songs over and over. You get up on stage, do the same song and dance. So inevitably, musicians gotta find some way to shake it up a little bit, you know? Get a little bit of extra enjoyment out of their craft, you know? Maybe throw in an extra little dance, ad-lib a little bit. The Weeknd, I guess, decided to do this weird little tongue thing. Sick, man. That's cool. Do you think if you held up the microphone to his mouth while he was doing it, you would hear? It's such a confident little dance to do, too, while you're doing the weirdest thing imaginable. This is what the people came to see. This is how it's done. Oh, God, there's another angle. Was this the same show? I wonder. BC Place, maybe? Vancouver? Was this also in Vancouver? I can't tell. I can't tell if this was the same show. I don't know if he was doing it the whole tour. This video's from 2022. At the very least, I can tell you, I don't think he's doing it anymore because I just saw him a couple months ago and he didn't do it then. Thank God. I like that he was doing it long enough that this person had time to pull out their phone and start recording, and he was still doing it. It wasn't just like a one-off, like, this could have been going on for like 30 minutes. This could have been the whole show. All the reviews of the concert were like, he never once even put the microphone up to his mouth. He didn't sing at all. He did a little tongue dance. At one point, he did actually raise the microphone and say, I'm a turkey, gobble, gobble, motherfucker, and then he just kept doing it. Next up on the list of embarrassing concert moments, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, it's Travis Scott falling in auto-tune. What I appreciate about this one is how musical he still is even when falling. He was fully off the stage, descending through the air by the time he said, yeah. So it could have sounded a lot worse. He kept it musical. It could have just sounded like, ah! But in auto-tune. You know what they say, man, musicians, they're trained to keep going. The show must go on no matter what. You push a musician off stage, they're still gonna be singing. You push me off stage, I'll be giving commentary. On the way down, I'll be reacting to things. I'll be like, that was kind of cringe what just happened back there. Okay, apparently Katy Perry had like a lightsaber battle on stage. Now, you guys might think that this is kind of corny, kind of cringe, but the crazy thing is, this wasn't planned. Katy Perry has no clue who these guys are. She's actually defending herself right now. I like that she waited until he was all the way up in the air to swing where he was. And right now seems like the right time to swing. Go! Do you think in rehearsal one time this dancer was like, if you get anywhere near me with that fucking lightsaber, I will sue you for every dime you're worth? She's not even trying to hit this person. Whoa, whoa! I feel like this type of thing could never look good on stage because supposedly she's singing, right? So like you can't get that out of breath. You can't be swinging around that much on stage, actually giving it your all, actually trying to kill an alien. Because you've got a show to put on, you know? You've got to give the people what they want. So in that sense, I get why it looks like she's totally phoning in the choreography here. But then that raises the question, why in the world did they think this would be a good idea to put in the concert anyway? So effortlessly how she just sends that guy flying into the air. It's actually not a lightsaber, it's a magic wand. Whoa! Guys, you ever seen dogs this cute before? These are my dogs, Sunday and Zero. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I take the job of being a dog dad very seriously. I want to make sure that these dogs get the best. But unfortunately, traditional kibble dog food just doesn't cut it for me. They have a ton of filler ingredients. Who really even knows how processed they are? And I just want to make sure that my dogs are getting good nutrition, a balanced diet, high quality ingredients. And that is why I am very happy that Sundays for Dogs is sponsoring this video. I would feed my dogs Sundays even if they weren't sponsoring these videos. I think it's a fantastic dog food. My dogs love it. This stuff is formulated by a vet. It's made with human grade ingredients, free of synthetic fillers. So I know I'm giving my dogs something healthy when I'm giving them this food. In fact, when I switched them over from kibble to Sundays for Dogs, I noticed significant changes in both of their furs. Like they both got softer. They also seem to enjoy the process of eating this food a lot better. Unlike regular kibble, this is not like dry and crunchy. It's air dried, so it's more of a soft jerky texture. I can just break this piece in half with one hand. Luckily, unlike other healthy dog foods, Sundays does not require being frozen or refrigerated. You store it the same as you would regular dog food, so it's easy to store and easy to serve. So what the heck, guys? Give your dogs the gift of Sundays, watch them fall in love. Get 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/Greg, or just use my code Greg at checkout. That's sundaysfordogs.com/Greg, or click the link in the description. Use my code Greg at checkout. Thank you to Sundays for Dogs for sponsoring this video, and thanks to you guys for checking out Sundays for Dogs. Your dogs will thank you. 1 year ago today, Mariah Carey randomly brought up the 9/11 attacks during a concert. Okay, this is in 2023, and it was 1 year ago that day. So it was actually September 24th of 2022. So not on 9/11, like a couple weeks after 9/11. Let's see what she has to say.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
Why did it sound like she wasn't even planning on talking about it? I feel like maybe someone in the front row maybe mentioned 9/11 and interrupted her, and she was like, 9/11? Oh, you don't want to hear about 9/11. Now we're going to talk about it. Because otherwise, where did that come from? I really like how the audience reacts to this. It further sells the fact that this came out of nowhere.
Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
We're not getting any cheers, woos, claps, or anything. I'm hearing dozens of people saying, what?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that reaction, everyone. That's exactly what I was hoping for. It is my aim to entertain and confuse you all tonight, so thank you for that. Most artists go for a standing ovation, not Mariah Carey. She goes for a standing confusion. Also, I'm worried, is she gonna have like a hot take about 9/11? Because she said you don't want to hear about it. She's like, you don't even want to know what I think about 9/11, all right? And that's right, because my conspiracy, I don't think it was George Bush. I think it was Miranda Cosgrove. Okay, here is Steve Lacy going overboard with some smoke machines, apparently. He's just gone. This gives the vibe that that's not really him. Like they were like, oh no, Steve Lacy's in the hospital tonight, but the show must go on. What are we gonna do? Also, who is Steve Lacy? Does he have any songs I know? Oh, Bad Habit. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh wait, is he gonna address the smoke? I'm meaning, is he gonna address the smoke situation? But for a second, it also kind of sounded like I thought the smoke was like a living entity. And I was like, is he ever gonna address the smoke? Is he going to bow before the smoke as is tradition and beg for forgiveness?
That's why I kill you with this goddamn smoke. Shit.
He just dies. Help! I can't breathe. Everyone's like, yeah, fuck, he can't breathe. So the tour that I did with Drew and Curtis back in 2019 was like very heavily produced. There were like lights and sound effects and shit. And every night before the show, we would run like a fog machine because I guess like the light beams that come from all the big lights, you can see them, you know, it creates a lot more atmosphere when there's actually fog. But there were a few times where I think the fog was a little bit overdone and we would come on the stage and it would be like way too hazy. Like the audience could tell and we could tell. I forget if we ever addressed it or not. I think we probably did. So all that to say, I think these fog machines, smoke machine things can get out of hand very quickly. So I don't blame him. I blame the smoke itself. It is a selfish beast. He's actually not there anymore. I think this was a disappearing trick. Look at, he's there. The smoke consumes him, and then he's gone. All of a sudden, everybody hears like, everyone, look behind you! Everyone turns around, and he's there, but he's dead because the smoke killed him.
These motherfuckers, I swear, they tried to kill your favorite bitch! They tried to fucking kill me!
Who is she talking about? Who tried to kill her? Is she also talking about 9/11?
I was in the towers that day.
This video just reminded me of, I don't know why this video reminded, have you guys seen the video of Kanye West like sprinting across the stage during Touch the Sky?
I just wanted to dance. I went to take a bite.
I don't know why I'm like asking you as if you're gonna, like, this is a live stream. Did you? Did you see it? It's okay, I'll wait. Now you're just being rude. Okay, this one's a good one. I really like this one. Drake performing the end of Headlines. This looks like a really old video. Man, he seems cool. I wonder what he's up to now. Do you think, I hope his whole show was him miming every sound effect and instrument that happened in the songs. Whoa, and then at a more recent concert, he's got this hoodie full of gunshots in Australia. So wait, in that first clip, Drake was shooting at himself from the future. This Drake went back in time and was like, dude, Drake, I have to tell you something from the future. And Drake was like, no. And then he was like, this. And then this Drake was like, fine. And he walked on stage like this. And then this smoke machine gets out of control too, and in 10 minutes, nobody can see Drake. Akon throws fan off stage. Old footage of Akon surfaces. Should he have just joined the WWE? What the hell? Why, Akon? Why? Who's next? He does the whole audience one by one. This is his workout. This is just how Akon works out. Yeah. Wait, why isn't there any music playing also? Is this a concert? Is this what Akon concerts are? He's like, not feeling any music tonight, guys. We're not doing any songs. I was getting a little tired of the songs. Tonight we're just gonna be doing wrestling. You know who should get Akon on tour? Katy Perry. They could duel together. They could fight each other. Oh my god, yeah, okay, so he threw him on top of other people, so... Oh, but he looks okay. He looks confused, as does everyone else around. Now, Akon definitely doesn't have a single song where he needs to be doing all that. Does Akon rage like that? Like, I could picture that at a Travis Scott show, but Akon? What's like the most popular Akon song? Smack That. More like Smack Down. I Wanna Love You? More like I Wanna Throw You. Locked Up? How about Tossed Up? Okay. That time Miguel leg dropped a fan in the audience. Who's Miguel? Miguel is an American singer-songwriter, best known for... Okay, I don't know him, but he's gonna drop kick somebody. Whoa! He was trying to jump to the other stage, and I guess he didn't anticipate. He was like, oh, my bad, my fans are usually much shorter than this. I don't know why there's so many tall people in the crowd tonight. Bam! Wow, I mean, he could have crushed that lady's skull. He sat on her neck, I think, and he just keeps singing. It's a little reminiscent of the Goofy scream. Okay, so he reaches back to be like, oh, are you okay? Oh, we're cool. Look at that. She's okay, everybody. That's not even the lady he crushed. She's got blonde hair. These two ladies have dark hair. This lady back here is the one he befriended. Yeah, they're off to the hospital. They don't have time to talk to Miguel. I like when moments from concerts blow up and then they inevitably get comments that are like, he doesn't need a single song where he needs to be doing all that. Now, Akon definitely doesn't have a single song where he needs to be doing all that. I want to someday make a song where I do need to be doing all that. Like, I want to make a song that's so insane that you could see me doing anything on stage and people would be like, yeah, that makes sense. He should be going harder, actually. Fergie sings the national anthem at the NBA All-Star Game. This has 30 million views.
By the dawn's early light, and let's least
Whoa. Oh no, he looks like he's about to cry. Everybody's having a slightly different reaction. They showed Chance. He was laughing. Some of them look like they don't want to be on camera at all. They're like, get that shit out of my face. I don't want to be a part of this in any way. Okay, well, it looks like the most rewatched part is over here. Let's go here. She was like, how many extra syllables can I make this song? They said they were gonna pay me for every syllable, so. No, everybody's laughing at her. How have I never seen this? This is crazy.
Star Spangled Banner.
bewildered. He's never heard anything like it. Dude, I feel like everyone is so unanimously, like, giddy about this that I feel like both teams playing in this game are about to be like, you know what, guys? Let's just go out there. Let's just do this. Can we call a truce? We're just doing this one for fun, all right? Let's just have a good time out there. Who needs points? Let's do a no points game.
And the home of the
Well, that was beautiful, and I think that's honestly a great place to end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my second channel here for some more, you know, just kind of like mid-level content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. What up, Low Gang? What's poppin'? Or, sorry. I mean, what's up, guys? It's me, Danny, back with another hilarious video. So if you didn't watch the video I posted last week about Jake Paul's new song, Ohio Fried Chicken, you should totally do that because this video is going to be about all of the comments that I got on that video. It's come to my attention through these comments that Jake Paul fans aren't really tolerant of criticism or comedy or creativity, which I guess makes sense now that I think about it. I got my go. Today I just wanted to go through and read all of my favorite comments, plus your guys' comments, like my actual followers' comments in response to theirs are hilarious. So I just want to go through and like respond to some of these comments. Your nose is big. Take that as a compliment. I don't know what to make of that. Is it a compliment? Is it? Or are they being sarcastic? I do have a big nose. Does this person like big noses? I wish I could tell if they had a big nose. Their profile picture is just a picture of feet. So, fuck you, can you make a song in one day fucking judging people sitting on a chair, fat bag, hashtag Logang Pauler. Why are there so many periods? He did like ... but it's like 5 periods. And he censored himself? I don't understand the point of swearing and then censoring yourself. Like, if you're gonna say it, just say it. Otherwise, just say something else. Don't go halfway. In the first fuck, he put an asterisk for the U, but for the second time, he kept the U in and put an asterisk instead of the C. So, you can still see that it says fuck, because F-U-K still says fuck. You'll only understand the song if you watch Jake Paul's videos. I know. That's why I don't understand the song, because I don't watch Jake Paul's videos. Like if you agree, you can tell that he is making fun of Jake's song. You can also tell that I doesn't watch Jake Paul because at 3:25 he says, are these their babies? Like if you agree, hashtag Jake Pauler. Hashtag fuck Jake Paul. Not trying to sound weird, but you have a cute face. You do sound weird. If you want to know whose babies they are, you gotta watch the vlog, bitch. I don't think you guys understand. I don't want to watch the vlogs. I think that they're really bad. That's why I'm making fun of the video. It's because I don't like it. That music video did not entice me to want to watch more of Jake Paul's videos. You put way too much thought in the lyrics, like if you agree. Someone had to put thought in the lyrics because Jake didn't. Also, I like that he said like if you agree and this only has 1 like. Fuck you. Dude, like, you can make that video better? Let's see. No. Tongue sticking out, hashtag cowboy chicken leg. Yeah, you're probably right. I have no idea how to make music videos. But the vid got 11 million views, bro! Why do people try to use the views as like an indicator of a good video? That's not what that means. Gangnam Style has 2.8 billion views. The 16th most viewed video on YouTube is Wheels on the Bus. It has 1.9 billion views. This guy is so clueless, he doesn't even know Jake is from Ohio. You do realize it's like KFC, but from Ohio. I did know Jake was from Ohio. I said that in the video.
Because you're from Ohio.
He is better than you, bitch, so don't fuck about it. Don't fuck about it? It wasn't... Alright, that's fair. I'm not gonna fuck about it. Dude, you're think about it too much. I don't think you're think about it much at all. Dude, the music video is good if you just don't think about it. Just like, close your eyes, plug your ears, turn on the song, it's great. Fuck you with your pineapple hair, bitch. You ruined my day, Jake Pauler for life. Pineapple hair. Oh, he's making fun of my hair because pineapple hair is like when you have it short on the sides and up on top. But he's a Jake Pauler for life. And Jake Paul would never have such a dumb haircut. Oh, he does? Okay. They are just having fun. Quite being a critus. They are having fun. Don't ruin it. Okay, I'm just having fun too. So maybe quite being a critus about me, please. If I met you, I ruin your life. By Kyling you. Trying to get some views by reacting to the most poppin' person on YouTube for the past 2 months? Fuck you. Yeah, obviously that's what I'm doing. I wouldn't be making a video about this guy if he wasn't so popular. I'm trying to get subscribers, that's what you do on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube's just trying to get subscribers. Maybe Jake Paul's not, I don't know. It's not like he ever bragged about all of his subscribers in a song. Been on YouTube in 6 months. So I commented back, yeah, obviously. And then he commented back, oh, and I know it's weird to say after hating on you, but you were my favorite Viner. I think you should do some more short skits. You're hilarious. What? You can't say anything because you only have 103K subs and he has like 10 mil subs. So by that logic I responded, I guess you can't say anything to me then because I have more subs than you. Sorry. And then he didn't respond. So I guess it worked. I guess he was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh my god, you're so right, I can't say anything. $10,000 you make in one day. You have 27 hours, bitch. I think that was supposed to come off as like really badass, but he totally didn't. He forgot to say make a video in 24 hours. $10,000 you make in one day. And then he also said 27 hours, which is more than a day. Also, I have made songs and music videos in a day. I'ma prank my friend. I'ma prank my friend. But what would I know, right? I will admit it is hard to write a song and film a video in one day if you're actually thinking about the lyrics instead of just saying the first thing that comes to your head.
Chicken bitch.
Don't subscribe to Danny. Jake is right about him. He sucks. Jake is right about him. Jake is right? Thirsty for views? Yeah.
Shut up, just shut up, shut up.
Your videos aren't even funny. Your voice ruins my day. I even muted you. Smiley face. Wait, you muted the video? You watched the whole video, you just muted it? Why didn't you just click off the video? You still sat through the entire video. Muted. Thanks for the view, I guess. You just want views. You're right. I should be more like Jake. Jake doesn't want views. Jake doesn't care about money. If he cared about any of those things, he would make clickbaity titles. He would make videos with really, really popular people. Oh, and don't even get me started about money. Jake doesn't give a shit about money.
And I'm popping all these checks, brand new Rolex, and met the Lambo too. Drop some new merch, and it's selling like a god church. Started balling quick and loan, paying all designer clothes. They asked me what I make, I said it's 10 with 6 zeros.
Do you like Jake Paul? No. Who let this baby on YouTube? At least he can make it to 10,000 subs. We both have more than 10,000 subs. Alright guys, well I think the moral of the story is if you're a Jake Paul fan and you see a video called Jake Paul's new song Ruin My Day, maybe don't watch it. Maybe you're just gonna get yourself mad. I don't understand why you would watch a video of somebody making fun of your favorite person. If you just don't watch it. If you disagree with it, why would you watch it? Thank you to all of you, my followers, who actually have a good sense of humor and could take a joke. It was really fun seeing all the comments that you guys left on this video. Alright, well, shout out to Pro Man Vlogs. Thank you for turning on my notifications. If you want to be the shout out in my next video, just make sure you turn on my notifications and be one of the first people to comment on my videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. What's up, Greg? Welcome back to another episode of The War is Won. So a lot of you might not know this if you don't follow me on Twitter, which you should, but the last week and a half of my life has been just filled with unnecessary drama. It all revolves around the video that I posted last week about Billion Surprise Toys. If you watched the video that I posted last week, you probably remember me saying something like, Billion Surprise Toys has been taking down every video that people make about them. Every single video they've been taking down because they don't like what people are saying, they're turning them into a meme, but for some reason they hadn't taken down my video that I made about Billion Surprise Toys. So I made sure to brag about that. So I posted that video last week, everybody was loving it, the critics were raving, the reviews were great. Most importantly though, people agreed with me that they did Papa very, very dirty. They just straight up replaced him with this new stepdad whose name is probably Chad. I was actually getting really good feedback on the song that I made in that last video too, which is very surprising to me because I just sort of made that as a joke, but people seem to be legitimately emotionally moved by that song. So I'm sorry if it made you sad, but you know what? It is sad. It is sad, and I miss Papa. Also, a lot of people were trying to tell me that this new stepdad was Papa, and he just shaved. To that, I would like to argue, unless Papa's really been in the gym lately, and his hairline changed, it's not Papa, alright? Papa's the doctor now. We saw that in the video. You'll also notice while I'm explaining all of these things, I'm not using any footage from Billion Surprise Toys. I'm not even gonna use any pictures from Billion Surprise Toys. And that's because of what I'm about to tell you next. If you don't follow me on Twitter and you got a chance to watch the video right when I posted it last week, then you probably don't know this, but Billion Surprise Toys took down that video. They copyright claimed it and actually didn't take it down, they just had it blocked in all countries. So I don't know what the difference is, but the video wasn't deleted, it just said blocked in all countries. So I guess if you don't live in a country, then you could watch it. And guys, this is where the drama really began. I mean, I guess I couldn't be that upset about the video getting taken down because I was just boldly bragging in my video about how they totally missed the last video that I made about them. I was shit talking them and they didn't take down that video. So I got a little bit cocky. I bragged about it. So I sort of felt like, okay, that's fair. I mean, that makes sense. But the funny thing is, even though they took down that video, they still didn't take down the original video, the one that I was bragging about, and that one has way more views. It's got like over 2 million views. It's one of my most viewed videos now. But I think the real reason they took down this video in particular is because they were worried that Step Papa was now going to become a meme and they would have to replace him too with someone even more ripped and hot, if that's even possible. I also took just the little song, the music video at the end of the video, and I posted that on Twitter, and it was doing really well. And then they removed it from Twitter also, which really sucks because it was one of my most liked tweets. Here's the thing though, when you upload someone else's works to YouTube, if you just straight upload a movie or a TV show or a music video, a song, something like that, the person who owns that totally has the right to take down the video unless it falls under fair use, which is like a legal thing. I don't really know what it means. I just know that commentary videos like what I made fall under fair use. So my video was totally fair use. And Billion Surprise Toys probably knew that. They really didn't have any right to take down my video because it was totally legal for it to be up. So I was like, okay, I can just dispute the copyright claim because my video is fair use. And YouTube will appeal it, and then I'll be good. The video will be back up. But here's the problem. YouTube's copyright claim system works in a very weird way where if I were to like appeal the copyright claim, YouTube wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, this is fair use. They would just send it over to Billion Surprise Toys and be like, hey, Billion Surprise Toys, is this guy right? Is this really fair use? Is he allowed to use it? Which is kind of dumb because Billion Surprise Toys put the false claim on the video in the first place. So do you really think they're gonna be like, huh, yeah, no, now that you mention it, this is fair use. We're totally sorry. We didn't mean to do that. And it also said that if Billion Surprise Toys decides to keep the copyright claim on it, they could also give my channel a copyright strike. And if you get 3 of those, then your channel gets deleted. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna do that because there's no way that they're going to let me appeal it. But luckily, somehow my manager has a contact at YouTube and he contacted them and was like, hey, this video got taken down for no reason. Can you guys get it back up? And to my surprise, they were actually like, sure. Yeah, your video is totally fair use. It should be up. So things were finally starting to look up. YouTube was on my side and they were gonna put my video back up. So like 2 days, I think, after it got taken down, I woke up and I checked Twitter and a few people had tweeted me saying, your video's back up. And I went to my channel and lo and behold, it was. The video was back up. Monetization was still disabled, which was kind of weird. But I was like, as long as the video's back up and people can see it, that's fine with me. I just wanted people to see the video because I thought it was a really good video. I made an entire song for the video. I put a lot of work into that. I also had a brand deal on that video. So the fact that it got taken down was kind of a bummer because I was contractually obligated to have that video up. But the video was back up. And I was feeling good. So I tweeted that the video was back out. I think I had a little badass line in there like, Papa will not be silenced or something like that. Like, Papa's story must be told. The video is back up and we are sticking it to the man. I kind of did feel like a little bit of a badass, if I'm being real with you. I felt like a little bit of a savage, honestly. And I think rightfully so. I felt like I was really sticking it to Billion Surprise Toys. So I tweeted out the video. People were loving it for like 1 minute. And then like 1 minute after I tweeted out the video, I started getting tweets from people like, it's not back up, what are you talking about? The link just takes us to a page that says the video was taken down. They took down the video again. I don't know what happened. It's like they were just trying to fuck with me. They were playing like mind games with me. They wanted me to get a little cocky just for 1 second, just so they could shut me down again. And now I look like an idiot because I had tweeted about it, acting all cool, like Papa will not be silenced, and then people click on the link, and it takes them to a blank video page. Now, look, there were a lot of reasons that I wanted to have that video up. To get views? Yeah. Get more subscribers? Of course. That coin? Obviously. But the thing that really got me, the real reason that I needed to fight for this video, was for Papa. All he ever wanted was to be a good dad. He just wanted to sing songs with his son about eating sugar and getting out of bed and together bathing. And Billion Surprise Toys just deleted him out of existence just because people thought he was a funny character. They deleted him, and then the second somebody comes along to call him out on it, like I did in my video, they silenced me. No justice for Papa. This was no longer a fight for me. This was a fight for Papa. So after this whole thing where they like put up my video and took it back down just to fuck with me, I was like, okay, I have the legal right to have this video up, right? They didn't have the right to take it down. So I decided that the only logical thing for me to do would be to tweet, I'm looking at my legal options against Billion Surprise Toys to try to get my video back up because they didn't have any right to take it down. And not even 10 minutes after I tweeted that, I got an email from YouTube saying that the copyright claim was released. What? I don't know if it's a weird coincidence and YouTube really just fixed it like they said they were going to, or if literally Billion Surprise Toys was so scared of me even just reviewing my legal options that they just like released the copyright claim on spot. The video was back up, it was monetized again. Honestly, I really don't know what happened and why the video got put back up. I'm just happy it did. It just goes to show you how much you can accomplish when you review your legal options. You know, I think I finally understand what those Instagram ads mean when they say legally skilled, because I feel pretty legally skilled right now. Whatever the reason that they released the copyright claim on the video, I'm just happy that Papa's story will live on. So if you haven't watched the video yet because you didn't get a chance to while it was up originally and then it got taken down, it's back up now. It's totally monetized. There's a song at the end of it that I think is really good, and there's an ad at the end of it, so please watch that. There still is one problem though that I never got fixed. Like I said, I posted the music video on Twitter. The video that I used in it was heavily edited. A lot of it wasn't even Billion Surprise Toys video. I didn't use any audio from Billion Surprise Toys. It was a totally original song. I didn't even sample them, but they got that video taken down. And it really sucked because it was one of my most liked tweets. I was getting really good feedback on it. People were like legitimately enjoying the song as a song. So we contacted Twitter too, just like we contacted YouTube, but Twitter's response was basically, yeah, your video does seem like it's fair use, but it's kind of out of our hands. They didn't really want to do anything. They didn't want to get involved in this copyright dispute. So maybe I'll just have to concede on the Twitter thing. Maybe the song is just something I can't beat Billion Surprise Toys on. I got what I wanted with the YouTube video. The video's back up, but maybe people just weren't meant to listen to this song, is something that I thought, and then also made it into a full song and got it on iTunes and Spotify and every other streaming service. And then it got to #1 on the iTunes comedy charts for like 3 days straight, and also has over 100,000 streams on Spotify. I'll link to it in the description. There's a whole nother verse that wasn't in the original video. I highly advise you listen to it. If not because it's a good song, then just because Billion Surprise Toys doesn't want you to hear it. So overall, this was a very stressful experience. Getting my video taken down that I worked very hard on was definitely disappointing. But in the end, I think we all learned something. With perseverance, a lot of dedication, and just a little bit of reviewing your legal options, you can fight the man. In this case, the man being Chad. Fuck you, Chad. This whole experience really got me thinking about nursery rhymes. It seems like a lot of Billion Surprise Toys are based around nursery rhymes. The Humpty Dumpty one especially. I got a lot of comments about that, and how I kept saying that Humpty Dumpty is an egg, and he's depicted as an egg and everything. But a lot of people commented on that video that nowhere in the nursery rhyme does it say that Humpty Dumpty is an egg. And that's a very good point. It doesn't. It just says that he's sitting on a wall, he had a great fall, and they can't put him back together. So when did he become an egg? Like what? How is he an egg? But literally in every depiction you could find, he's an egg. Or at least like sort of a fleshy human egg hybrid. I've seen that in a few places too. So I really got to thinking, like, what is Humpty Dumpty supposed to be? What is the nursery rhyme about? Is the nursery rhyme actually about a human falling off a wall? And when he hits the ground, he like splatters into pieces? And all of the king's horses and men are trying to put him back together? It's just like his torso and his head, and they're trying to like pop his arms and legs back into his socket like a Mr. Potato Head. Also, why are the horses helping? It says all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Why would the horses be able to help? The Wikipedia article for Humpty Dumpty actually says that nobody really knows what Humpty Dumpty is about. There's lots of different theories that range from King Richard III of England to a canon. I'm guessing they introduced the egg character because like the image of a human falling from a great height and splattering into pieces, and people like desperately scrambling to try to put him back together and like, I don't know, put his intestines back into his stomach and his eyes back into his socket was maybe a little bit too gruesome for children back in the old days. At least that's what I thought, until I started looking at other nursery rhymes. And they're fucked up. I think that Billion Surprise Toys actually takes a lot of inspiration from nursery rhymes because of how bizarre they are. Take this classic nursery rhyme, the lullaby song Rockabye Baby. Billion Surprise Toys actually has a video where they sing Rockabye Baby, even though they change a few of the lyrics from the original. But have you ever listened to the lyrics of that song? Like the real lyrics? Because there's a modern version, but then there's like the actual version. First off, what does Rockabye Baby mean? Rock-a-bye baby. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like a string of random words put together. I'm gonna come up with a nursery called String Sauce Camel Baby. Okay, here's the lyrics to the real Rockabye Baby song. Rockabye baby, on the treetops, when the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. So this is like a song that's meant to soothe kids right before you put them to sleep, right? How the fuck is this supposed to be calming at all to kids? Hey, so the second you fall asleep, I'm gonna put you up in a tree during a storm, and the wind is gonna blow you off, and you're gonna fall and die. Shh, shh, shh. Good night. Why does falling from great heights seem to be a theme in nursery rhymes? Humpty Dumpty falls from a great height. Kids are apparently falling out of trees while sleeping. I feel like nursery rhymes, in my head at least, are supposed to like teach kids a lesson. They're little songs to help kids remember valuable lessons. Was falling off of shit like a big problem in the 1700s or something? I feel like every kid that listened to these two nursery rhymes probably grew up with a paralyzing fear of heights. Or at least falling asleep, because they're worried that their mom's gonna put them in a tree. Why would she put them in a tree? That makes no sense. Don't even get me started about Ring Around the Rosie. Because that shit's about the plague. Did you know that? Actually, Wikipedia says it might not be about the plague, but a lot of people think it's about the plague, and we still sing it anyway. Like, the lyrics are like, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. There's also a version that's a tissue, we all fall down. It's about people sneezing and then falling down dead. It's just like a fun little way to teach your kids about how a third of all Europeans died during the bubonic plague. It does seem a little outdated, though. Who thinks we need a song about malaria to teach our kids? Hit that like button if you agree, guys. I guess the way people raised children was just different back then, because I feel like now you always have to be like happy around kids and teach them like, oh, if we work together, we can solve everything. Teamwork and the world is great. But back then we were just straight up like, yeah, people die all the time from awful shit. Getting stabbed, diseases, falling off things, mostly falling off things. And those are just the popular nursery rhymes that we still sing today. Have you ever heard about Mother Goose? People always talk about Mother Goose like she's like the queen of nursery rhymes. She's this great children's figure. Have you ever read a Mother Goose nursery rhyme? Have you ever read like a real Mother Goose nursery rhyme? Because I found this article full of like old nursery rhymes. Some of them are from Mother Goose, and they're like 10 times worse than the ones that are popular. Okay, I'll read this one to you. Old Father Longlegs can't say his prayers. Take him by the left leg and throw him down the stairs. When he's at the bottom, before he long has lain, take him by the left leg and throw him up again. I have so many questions. Who the fuck is Father Longlegs? Is that like a spider, like a daddy Longlegs? Because I'd throw him down the stairs too if it was. But if it's just some old man with long legs, why are we throwing him down the stairs? He's just like this old man with abnormally long legs who's having trouble saying his prayers. So we're like, down you go, mister. And then we sprint to the bottom of the stairs and throw him back up? Maybe it's like a demon? Father Longlegs? That sounds like it could be like this creepy creature with really long legs, like a Slender Man type thing. In that case, I'm fine with this one. Let's together throw him down the stairs, in fact. Okay, here's another one. It starts off weird, but it also stays weird. Die, pussy, die. Shut your little eye. When you wake, find a cake. Die, pussy, die. I could not begin to tell you what this one is supposed to be about. The beginning sounds like a 6th grader on Xbox Live, and the rest of it just doesn't make any sense. When you wake, find a cake. Die, pussy, die. It's like it starts off mean, like fuck you, die, pussy, shut your little eye, like go to sleep and don't ever wake up. But then it's like, when you wake, find a cake. And so he's not so mean after all. It's like, and when you wake up, I'll have a delicious dessert prepared for you. And then die, pussy, die. All right, here's one more. This one, I think, has a pretty good, valuable lesson for young boys and young girls. Okay, here it goes. I married a wife on Sunday. She began to scold on Monday. Bad she was on Tuesday. Middling she was on Wednesday. Worse she was on Thursday. Dead she was on Friday. Glad I was on Saturday to bury my wife on Sunday. Ha 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 ha. Oh, what a great little rhyme to be reading to children. It's just a fun little nursery rhyme about a guy murdering his wife because she was being kind of annoying and gradually got more annoying, probably because the husband didn't fix whatever she was scolding him about in the first place. It's a great lesson for young boys and young girls. For young boys, it's like, if your wife is being annoying, murder her. For girls, it's like, if you are a wife, don't be annoying or your husband will murder you. Just the language they use in this is so weird. She began to scold on Monday. Okay, so I guess she was a little bit annoying. Bad she was on Tuesday. She's just, at this point, the marriage is not working. She's just bad. She's bad. Middling she was on Wednesday. I don't even know what that means. What does middling mean? Moderate or average in size, amount, or rank. So what the fuck does that have anything to do with your wife? Average in size? Is this like a body shaming thing? Okay, she was bad on Tuesday, but by Wednesday, she was average size. Can you believe that shit? But it only gets worse from there, as you can tell by the next line. Worse she was on Thursday. And then we get to Friday where she turns up dead, and he was glad on Saturday night to bury his wife on Sunday. Well, I think with that, that's enough nursery rhymes for, I don't know, forever. I just think it's kind of interesting that maybe children's content has always been kind of weird, just in different ways. And Billion Surprise Toys is no exception. So like I said, over the past week or so, I've been getting a lot of really good feedback on the song that I put in the last video. In fact, I've been getting a lot of good feedback on that song, and Spooky Guy, and the bar ice cream rap, and a lot of music that I've been releasing lately, which I really appreciate. But a lot of people have asked me how I do that sort of stuff. And whenever I get questions like this, I always have the same response, and that's that it's really important to understand that your question is a great segue into this ad read. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes in music production, video production, design, and more. Skillshare is actually a really great service, and if you're interested in doing any of the stuff that I do, like video production, YouTube, music production, any of that stuff, even like writing comedy, there's classes on all of it. They even have classes in the exact software that I use. I use Ableton to make music, and they have in-depth classes on Ableton. There's this one, Ableton Live 1, the first steps of digital music production. They have classes for songwriting for beginners. They have classes for like everything that you would ever need to know about what I do. When you sign up for a premium membership for Skillshare, you get unlimited access to all of these classes. And these classes are actually taught by experts on these subjects who work in the field of like music production and stuff like that, so you know you're getting good advice. The membership plans are really affordable. If you sign up for an annual plan, it's less than $10 a month. And the first 500 people that click the link in my description will get 2 months of Skillshare for free. So if you're interested in what I do, like making music, producing your own beats, all of that stuff can be found on Skillshare. I would highly recommend it. They've got great tutorials, great classes. So thank you for supporting them, and thank you to Skillshare for supporting me. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I challenge a clone of myself to a fight to the death, but we end up realizing that we are deeply in love, and we live out the rest of our lives as a happy couple. Bye! Have you been targeted by deeply disturbing ads on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube? Ever seen a movie that's so bad it's actually good? Well, you're not the only one. It happens to me, constantly. Please make it stop. On my channel, I make jokes about it. It's goofy, it's funny, but most importantly, it's silly. Please subscribe to my channel. You know you're never gonna make it in this town, right? You stupid little weasel boy. You ugly, dirty little weasel of a man. You're not a chipmunk, you're not a monkey, you're not an elf, and you're not a chipmunk, alright? You're a weasel, a dirty little weasel.
Ow,
Yeah, you like that? Oh, you like getting spanked like that? Hey, why don't you subscribe to the channel, huh?
Please subscribe to the channel,
Subscribe to the channel, otherwise I'm gonna keep spanking this little guy, huh? Yeah! Oh, yeah. What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of Desperately Trying to Relate to Children. I've been having a bit of an issue lately. I feel like more and more as I get older, it's just becoming harder and harder to relate and make content for the youth of today. I just feel like everything's moving too fast, you know? It's just like memes die so quickly. What kids think is cool and funny dies so quickly. I don't know how to keep up. Did you see that meme last week that was like, they did surgery on a grape? What was that? I still don't know what that was about. Aside from the fact that they just did surgery on a grape, but like, is that the whole thing? Where did that come from? I guess it was like a robot that did surgery on a grape. By the time I figured that out, nobody was tweeting it anymore. So I just I missed that whole thing. Luckily, I found something that I think can help me out a little bit. It's a bit of a new source of inspiration. It's this account called Students Life. They've got 24,000 followers. It's an account for students, by students, and I'm gonna use it to learn how to relate to kids. I mean, just look at their bio. Anyone can answer to a question in the class, but who writes an exam, he becomes a topper. So I don't know what that means, but maybe I'll figure it out if I look at some of their memes. So this account just posts like student memes. It's about the life of a student, the grind, if you will. Dealing with teachers, dealing with homework, dealing with girls, boys, maybe. All the shit that students are talking about today is in this account. So let's just go through this account and let's just together learn about all the stuff that kids are up to these days. Teacher, why are you talking during my class? Student, why are you teaching during my conversation? Hell yes. Okay, that's one thing that hasn't changed since I was a student. Teachers fucking suck. Trying to teach me and shit. Get out of here. Not really sure why the picture is of a minion though. Are kids really into minions these days? Duly noted. Students love minions. Would you slap your best friend for this? Hell yeah, I would. I'm a student, aren't I? Your friends will love you when you are there. This creature will love you even when you are not there. Hell yes, dude. This is what I'm talking about. This is student life. This is the life of a student right here. When I die, my dog is going to lay on my grave and cry. But I mean, that's just the life of a student. This account is so weird. They post literally 6 times a day. They've posted 6 times in the past 24 hours. Just straight student memes. They're not all fun and games though. Some of them have morals and are here to teach us students a lesson. Like this one. Respect your teachers. And here's a teacher who's like a candle and he's dripping wax into his students' heads. So basically he's like dripping his knowledge into their heads. I sort of get this one. Like, I understand the moral is that, you know, you should respect your teachers because they're giving you a very valuable resource. They're giving you knowledge. They've devoted their entire lives to sharing knowledge with the next generation. So it's important to respect your teachers. It's important to not tell them to fuck off when you're talking to your friend, like that first meme that we looked at. So it sort of contradicts that. But the whole metaphor of a candle dripping wax into the students' heads just like, it doesn't really hold up. Because knowledge isn't like a finite resource that somebody has. Like, you can't lose knowledge by giving it to somebody else. Otherwise, like when you have kids and you like teach them how to walk and talk, you would like forget how to do those things, right? Like at the end of the semester, is this teacher gonna be brain dead? He dripped all of his knowledge into everyone else's head and now he's just like in a coma or something. That takes this meme from like sweet and respectful to terrifying. It's like, hey, remember to respect your teachers because they've devoted their entire lives to learning this knowledge. And now they're transferring all that knowledge to you and withering away into the husk of a person they once were. So you better enjoy all that precious knowledge. Cause your teacher's dead because of you. This man is 31 years old and he wants to finish college. Salute to this guy. A salute to this brave 31-year-old man, taking steps to better himself, even past the prime of his life. It's a nice sentiment, it is. You know, you're never too old to go back to school, always keep learning. Well, first of all, this dude looks older than 31, and second off, I wanna know what they Googled to get this picture, because this picture is definitely from a porn, right? Like this jacked, muscular, bald dude and this teacher with her blouse buttoned down to here. So this whole thing must be made up, right? It seems like this would be like a clip from a news headline or like a little clipping out of a newspaper, like 31-year-old local goes back to college to get a degree and we're all proud of him. But like this whole thing is just made up because this is just a picture from a porn. I take back my salute. Jerry's house. Civil engineers should learn something from Jerry. Yeah, I think we can all learn something from Jerry, the cartoon mouse from Tom and Jerry. We should start digging holes in people's walls and living in them. I think we can all agree that would make the world a better place. That is one smart mouse. Honestly, we wouldn't even need to pay rent anymore. You can just walk into anybody's house, dig a little hole in their baseboard, cram your way in, and just make a little apartment in there. Live in their walls. Do you guys smell that? That's student life. Civil engineers could learn something from Jerry. If my classroom looked like this, I would never miss a class.
Ooh wee!
They got a whole classroom full of MacBooks from like 2004. If this is the life of a student, sign me up. If my classroom looked like this, I would never miss a class. I think I can speak for most kids when I say the only reason I don't go to class is because the classroom is not full of MacBooks. I failed so many classes in college because there weren't MacBooks in my classroom. I just didn't go. Here's another one with a pretty good moral. It's a conversation between a pencil and an eraser. I'm sorry. For what? You didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry you get hurt because of me. Whenever I made a mistake, you're always there to erase it. But as you make my mistakes vanish, you lose a part of yourself and get smaller and smaller each time. That's true, but I don't mind. You see, I was made to do this. I was made to help you whenever you do something wrong. I found this conversation between the pencil and the eraser very inspirational. Parents are like eraser, whereas their children are the pencil. They're always there for their children, cleaning up their mistakes. Sometimes along the way, they get hurt and become smaller, older, and eventually pass on. Damn. Just like teachers. What? But the kid's not responsible for the parents getting older. Or dying. They were gonna do that anyway. They should have just said, like, maybe kids make parents weaker at times, which I'm sure they do. But they're saying that, like, people deteriorating and getting older over time and eventually dying is like, yeah, it's their kids' fault. Nobody would die if they didn't have kids. People without kids live forever. The moral of the story is if you're such a shitty kid that your parents are literally withering away and dying, it's not your fault. They're supposed to do that. Though children will eventually find someone new, a spouse, parents are still happy with what they do for their children and will always hate seeing their precious ones worrying or sad. Yeah, I'll tell you guys what, I'm super glad I found my spouse after my parents died. Now I can suck the life out of her as well. But you know what? That's just the life of a student. Life is a constant battle to be replacing the people who you've drained all the life from. Don't feel bad if someone rejects or ignores you. People usually reject or ignore expensive things because they can't afford them. Huh. It's kind of a weird flex, but that's fine. Here's some student life shit, guys. That moment when you don't understand your own answers and you just stare at your piece of paper with a really nondescript expression on your face. What emotion is he supposed to be having right now? Like, the picture doesn't add anything to this meme because I can't tell what it's supposed to be implying. In fact, if anything, it makes it more confusing because now I'm just trying to figure out how he feels about his own answers. He's not frowning, he's not like making a disappointed face. Why did they even add this picture? Was it that hard to find someone frowning and staring at a piece of paper? Because he's not frowning. In fact, it almost looks like he's cracking a little bit of a smile. He's got kind of like a smirk going on. No matter how old I am, I'll always watch cartoons, as long as that cartoon is the Minions. I will only watch Minions because I am a student and students love Minions. If you remember this pencil, your childhood was awesome! That is the only determining factor in deciding whether your childhood was the shit or lame as fuck. Oh yeah, I remember this pencil alright, because my childhood was the shit, dude. I had one of these in the 4th grade, actually. Man, that was the same year as the accident. My whole family was just gone, like that. I'm the only one that survived. It's kind of funny, I've forgotten so many things between now and then, but I'll never forget the last thing they said to me. They all looked me right in the eye and said, "That's a dope fucking pencil." My childhood was awesome. Salute to all those girls who stay single just because for their parents' words. Another salute to the brave women of this country who don't date anybody because their parents said so. Girls who stay single are perhaps the greatest heroes of this country. What's up with this account and saluting people? Anybody that's doing anything that can even be considered remotely noble gets a salute from these guys. Is that a thing that students do these days? You just like salute anybody anytime they're doing something that you like? Yo, what's up, Colby? You going to the game tomorrow? Hell yeah, I am, Trent. I'll see you there. Yeah, we're students! This is the life of a student, baby! Okay, here's a good one to end with. The only day that everyone loves you. And then it's a picture of your grave. Jesus, that's fucking dark. And mean. It's trying to make this like societal claim like, oh, people only love you when you're gone. But it could also be taken as an insult. Like yeah, the only time anyone's ever gonna respect you is on the day that you're dead, bitch. But I mean, hey, That's just the life of a student. All right, guys, well, that's it for today's video. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. If you want to get some of my new merch, whether it be the Truly Greg t-shirt, the Greg hoodie, the Team Greg jersey, the fastest growing army t-shirt, or a new edition, new merch alert, there's a little Nutcracker Guy Christmas sweater. So if you want to get any of those things, go to dannygonzalez.store or check out the link in my description. Thank you, Skylar Emerson, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I murder Santa so I can become Santa. Bye. What's up, Greg? Welcome back to another episode of I Have Had a Week. Quite a week. I have been having some serious issues. I know a lot of you noticed this because I got a lot of tweets about it, but my video that I posted last week about the movie The Lamp got taken down due to copyright. It's back up now, luckily, so if you haven't seen it, you can go watch it. But oh boy, has this week been quite an experience dealing with copyright issues on YouTube. So let me give you a little rundown of what happened last week with my video. So I uploaded it, and pretty much the minute I uploaded it to YouTube, it got copyright claimed. I guess it was claimed like automatically by YouTube's robots or whatever goes and automatically claims things, because the video was still private at that point. Like, I had uploaded it, but I didn't publish it and make it public, so nobody could see it. And I'm pretty sure that like even YouTube human employees can't see it, but they do let their algorithms or robots watch it and check if there's any copyrighted material or any like super explicit material so they can claim it or demonetize it or anything like that. So like the second I uploaded the video, it got claimed right away. But the only thing that happened was my video got demonetized. I wasn't super worried about it at first because I had a brand deal on that video, so I was gonna get paid for it anyway. So I was like, all right, whatever. And I have to post it anyway for the brand deal, so I'll just let it be demonetized and I'll just post it like this. That'll be fine, right? Nothing bad could possibly go wrong. So the video performed really well. I guess a lot of people liked it, and I think it was like my #1 video in like the first 24 hours of any video I've ever posted, which made me feel pretty good. But that pretty good feeling was short-lived because the next morning when I woke up, I found out that my video had been blocked in several countries. 2 countries to be exact. The US and Canada, which according to YouTube is like 68% of my audience. So after I'd gotten that initial like 24 hours of views or whatever, 68% of the people who would ever watch that video again would not be able to see it. So that's cool. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, what happened? I thought the video was just demonetized. Why did it all of a sudden get blocked in 2 countries? I don't really know. I didn't even get a notification that it did get blocked, which is the weird thing. Like, YouTube didn't even tell me. I searched through all of my emails and I looked on the like dashboard in the creator studio and there's nothing. The only way that I even knew to check is because Laura texted me that she couldn't find my video that morning, and a bunch of people tweeted me as well. And the weird thing was, since it was only blocked in the US and Canada, I was still getting like some views and I could see the views coming in on the app. And so I was like, wait, is this video blocked or isn't it? So I think what happened is, even though like the robots found the video and they made it demonetized, the day that I posted it, someone from the movie studio or someone that works there must have seen it, and they were like, uh-oh, this don't make our movie look too good. And then they put a manual claim on it and set it to block in the US and Canada. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about creators complaining about things like this before. I made a video complaining about something like this before with the Billion Surprise Toys thing. In both that case and this case, my video falls under fair use, which YouTube supposedly protects. Basically, if your video is transformative in nature and like doesn't use all of the content or is educational or parody, I don't know what the exact terms are. I just know that commentary is protected under fair use, and I know that I'm allowed to post these types of videos on YouTube because other people do it, and so I should be able to too. So I had 2 options the way I saw it. I could dispute the copyright claim, but fun fact, if you do that, YouTube just sends the dispute to the person who claimed it in the first place, meaning the movie studio, and they're like, hey, is this right? And the movie studio is probably like, yeah. And also, can I put a copyright strike on this person's channel, and if they get 3 of those, their channel gets deleted? And YouTube's like, sure, that makes sense. It's like if you were in elementary school and a kid punched you in the face and then told your teacher that you punched them in the face, and the teacher sends you to the principal's office to find out what will happen to you, and you get there and the principal is the kid that punched you in the face. But this time, instead of punching you in the face again, he expels you. I did have one other option though. My legal options. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember the video I made about Billion Surprise Toys, how they falsely copyright claimed one of my videos that was fair use, and somehow I got the video back up by just tweeting that I was reviewing my legal options, and they immediately accepted my dispute. They dropped the copyright claim. So I thought, I don't know, maybe, would that even work? There's no way that that would work twice. Like, just because Billion Surprise Toys was afraid of me reviewing my legal options, that doesn't mean that this random movie studio would right? Nope, the video's back up. That worked. It worked again. I don't know how. I don't know why me reviewing my legal options is like the scariest shit to companies that falsely claim my videos, but I'm mad. Like, not even 2 hours, I think, after I tweeted that I was reviewing my legal options, they released the copyright claim on my video. So, long story short, never be afraid to review your legal options. Woo! Let me tell you, that was a relief. I was really stressed about that, but now the video is back up so you can go watch it. I guess the YouTube copyright system isn't so bad after all. Fuck. So this is the second of the issues that I faced this past week. Just as I thought I was in the clear, I had a successful review of my legal options. I thought everything was hunky-dory. I received about 15 copyright claims from Warner, or like 15 different people. I don't know how music labels work. I guess it's all the same label and different labels at the same time who all own this song. Basically, Warner or whoever it was were creating copyright claims on all of my videos that use the Mr. Sandman remix at the end of my video. You know, the song that I use at the end of all my videos. You know, this one. Oh, what's that? You can't hear it? Yeah, that's because I can't use it anymore. Here's the thing that really confuses me about that, is that I didn't even use the song that they say I was using. They said I used Mr. Sandman, which is a song from 1958, but I actually used a remix of that song, and I guess I don't know how copyright laws work in relation to like remixes and sampling. Maybe it's totally my fault for using it. I guess I just kind of assumed that after like weeks and months and years of using this song at the end of every video and never getting copyright claimed for it, that the song was fair game. So they basically went through and claimed like all of my videos that use that song. Well, not all of my videos, just my most popular videos. So what I did was go through all of my videos that use that song and replace that song at the end using YouTube's audio editor, which I guess is a tool that lets you replace audio in your videos with like the stock music that YouTube offers in their music library. So now at the end of all of my previous videos, instead of me talking with the Mr. Sandman music in the background, it's just going to be stock music from YouTube with me talking totally muted. So that's great. But luckily the YouTube audio editor that they make you use is ridiculously difficult to operate, so it only took like 2 full days. So in future videos going forward, I will have a new song at the end of all my videos. It's a song that I made because apparently the only person that doesn't want to copyright claim all of my videos is me. So all of these issues have really got me thinking a lot about the YouTube copyright system and like the entertainment industry's mindset towards copyright in the first place. And one thing I realized is that the YouTube copyright system seems to only ever fuck over creators and never like the companies. It seems like YouTube always gives the big movie studio or the big music label the benefit of the doubt with these copyright claims. Like the second one of them files a copyright report, it takes down your video immediately, or it demonetizes your video immediately. It doesn't check to make sure. It doesn't like send a message to you being like, hey, is this true? It just does it immediately. The only time I've ever seen it not do that is months ago when I made a video about Rebecca Zamolo. When I made that video, I got an email from YouTube that said something along the lines of, hey, Rebecca Zamolo filed a copyright claim on your video because you used clips from her video in yours. But we're pretty sure that it's fair use, so we're gonna keep it up. And when I got that email, I was like, holy shit, that's cool. YouTube actually is like acknowledging fair use. I thought it was pretty funny because it showed like Rebecca Zamolo's signature that she tried to copyright claim my video, like it was actually her that clicked on it. But now looking back on it, that's the only time that's ever happened. The only time YouTube has ever given me the benefit of the doubt is when I was going up against another creator. And all of these other instances with large corporations, YouTube just gives them the benefit of the doubt and assumes that I'm in the wrong automatically. In the end, I don't really know if it's YouTube's fault that like the copyright system is like this. It might not be YouTube's fault. Maybe this is just how like the copyright laws work and they have to have it this way, otherwise they'll get sued out the wazoo. Anyway, maybe these things will be solved and maybe they won't. And maybe I'll just have to stop using copyrighted material in all of my videos and just start roasting videos that I make. How cool would that be? But when my videos get demonetized and taken down, it makes me all that much more appreciative that you guys are so supportive in all of my other endeavors, whether that be supporting me through my merch or supporting the brands that sponsor this channel. So thank you guys for doing all those things because it really helps. But as far as fixing these copyright issues, I guess all I can really do is just wish. Hello?
Hello!
Who's there?
It is I, Jonathan Wentworth VIII.
How did you get in my house?
I'm here to help.
Help with what?
Your wish, of course.
Okay. Are you gonna say anything? Do you wanna come in? I don't understand. Are you a genie?
Genie!
Whoa, okay, I'm sorry.
Do I look like a genie to you?
I'm sorry. I didn't know that was like offensive to ask. Have you seen the trailer for the new Aladdin? Oh. Yeah, you're right. That looks awful. Thank you. Now, I'm here to grant your wishes. Cool, like a genie.
Fuck you!
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Okay, look, I was gonna grant you 3 wishes, but you're kind of pissing me off, so you get one wish. What? As long as it doesn't bring anyone back to life, and it doesn't interfere with anyone's free will, I will grant you 1 wish. What'll it be? I don't know, I'm kind of hungry. Can I just have something to eat? I'm glad you asked. I've got just the thing. Are you tired of spending hours in the supermarket every week only to feel like you have no idea what you're doing in the kitchen? Well, it's time to say hello to HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh is a fantastic way to stay healthy in 2019. HelloFresh makes it super easy. They do all the planning, shopping, and prepping for you, so you've got more time to enjoy 2019 and a healthier you. They send seasonal, easy-to-follow recipes and pre-measured ingredients to your door every single week, so you can enjoy cooking and sticking to your goals. All meals come together in just 30 minutes or less. They call for less than 2 pots and pans, and cleanup is minimal. We've been using HelloFresh for a little while now, and let me just say, I've really been enjoying the meals. The Shake It Up pork cutlets in particular were delicious. They've got different plans you can choose from, classic, veggie, family, and you can change whenever you want, depending on how your tastes change. So get out of the little rut you're in, get out of your comfort zone, and try some new delicious recipes. Their prices are great too. HelloFresh is now starting from $6.99 per serving. HelloFresh is offering 6 free meals. That's 2 free meals in each of your first 3 boxes. Head on over to HelloFresh.com and enter promo code TrulyGreg60 for a total of $60 off. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking it out. I love to see you guys supporting the people that support this channel. It makes what I do here a lot easier and a lot more sustainable, and makes more people want to sponsor me in the future. So thank you for checking out HelloFresh. Okay. When do I get it? Huh? The package, when will it show up? What if I told you that it's been inside you all along? I'd say that's false and gross. It'll show up in a few days. Okay. Thanks. Well, I guess it's time for me to disappear. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is my fan base here on YouTube, but we're more than just a fan base. We're a family and an army. We are a clan of warriors ready to attack at a moment's notice. And we're the fastest growing army on the internet. Bet you want to look that up, don't you? Well, guess what? Don't please. If you want to get some merch, like this shirt or any of the other items on my merch store, go to DannyGonzalez.store. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I turn into a crab. Bye! This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch. Or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Yeah, over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have anything else? I have lots of other videos that you can watch, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them just as much. Now I'm actually kinda concerned. Did something horrible happen to you? Did you leave the room and forget you were watching YouTube? When you come back, I bet you're gonna be pretty confused. I would be too. Hey, are you subscribed to my channel? If you're not, you should totally subscribe to my channel. Thanks. And even if you're already subscribed to my channel, you could tell a couple friends to go subscribe to my channel. Because this video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. I'm amazed that you're still watching this. I don't understand why. It's almost like you're trying to prove a point, but I don't know what that point is. Or you think there's gonna be something special at the end, but there's not. You guys may remember a few years ago when I tried to make a viral TikTok song. So I made up a fake musical artist, I disguised myself so that people wouldn't know it was me, and I released a song under a pseudonym, Fox Season. But despite me disguising myself to the best of my abilities, it did not work. Everyone knew it was me right away, and I was humiliated. Well, did you know that that entire thing has actually happened before, but instead of with me, it was with one of the biggest musical artists of all time? Well, I also did not know that. Apparently in 1999, Garth Brooks, one of the most famous men in the world at the time, created an alter ego named Chris Gaines.
Sex. That's the greatest thing about being a musician.
And started releasing music under this name. Why did he do that? Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of that today. See, I'm actually not super familiar with this story. I'm gonna be learning about it at the same time as you. I've had a special team of content curators, which consists of one guy. His name is Robert. Put together all of the necessary materials for us to figure out what exactly happened back in 1999. Okay, first off, who is Garth Brooks? I gotta admit, I am not super well versed on Garth Brooks. 1999 is when I was 5 years old. I wasn't listening to a ton of country music back then, but according to this bio on his website, he remains the #1 selling solo artist in US history, certified by the RIAA with 157 million album sales. Brooks is the first and only artist in history to receive 9 Diamond Awards for the now 9 albums certified at over 10 million. So when I say this guy was popular, this dude was like the guy. He was that guy in the 1990s. Now let me see what his like most popular song was. Okay, so The Dance, Friends in Low Places. Okay, I definitely know that song. I got friends in low places. That's his famous song about his friends being trapped in a well. Also, Garth Brooks' website is insane, dude. I'm trying to read his bio, and there's like a laser light show going on in the background. What is this? Makes it so hard to read. I started getting dizzy when I opened this website. Garth Brooks, you gotta hire a new web designer. Maybe he doesn't want people to read his bio because he's embarrassed about the whole Chris Gaines thing. Okay, then Robert says, then in 1999, at the height of his stardom, Garth Brooks took one of the weirdest swings a pop star has ever taken. Who is Chris Gaines? Barth Brooks. Garth Brooks' alter ego explained. And there's a picture of him. Yeah, so a big part of this apparently is his disguise. So hold on, let me show you what Garth Brooks actually looks like. This is Barf Brooks, and this is Chris Gaines. Very clearly a country singer, very clearly not. Is he wearing colored contacts too? Okay, maybe we'll learn more about the disguise later, but let's get into the article. Many artists, regardless of their respective mediums, do sometimes decide to attempt a change of pace when it comes to the art they put out there in the world. Photographers might decide to switch things up by going from black and white imagery to vibrant color for once. That's funny to use a photographer as an example, because like imagine you hired a wedding photographer and they show up and insist on like shooting your wedding photos in a different style than what you agreed on. But not only that, they're also in a disguise. They're super emo looking with their hair over one eye, and they're like, I was thinking that we could do all of your photos in black and white with just like one pop of color. Maybe just like only red. While not many musicians will take on a whole new identity for change of artistic pace, but award-winning country music superstar Garth Brooks did. The guitar-playing legend once went completely against the grain by taking on a whole alter ego. He changed his hairstyle and outfits and released an album under the name of Chris Gaines. Side note, every time I read the words Chris Gaines, I am gonna accidentally think of Chip Gaines, of Chip and Joanna Gaines, the house renovator from Fixer Upper. Maybe that's him too, dude. We don't know. I've actually never seen Garth Brooks and Chris Gaines and Chip Gaines all in the same room together. Was this like as his career was starting to fade into irrelevance, or is this like at the height of his fame? It seems like it was at the height of his fame. That makes it so much more insane. I could see like after your prime, you wanting to switch it up and do something else, but trying to do both at once? He was still Garth Brooks. I wonder if they ever collab. In 1999, Garth Brooks and his production company Red Stroke Entertainment began to develop a film project that was meant to be a dramatic portrayal of a popular rock and roll musician named Chris Gaines. It was given the title The Lamb, but not much else detail at that point. Gaines was Australian, had dark hair, and even a soul patch, but not quite the features Brooks fans were used to at all. Every detail about Gaines was created by Brooks himself, apart from the songs, which were written by several other songwriters, including country music superstar Trisha Yearwood, who would later become Brooks' wife. Oh, that's a weird turn of events. Okay. Guess he liked the songs that she wrote a lot. I like that you ghost wrote those songs for me. How would you like to ghost write my vows for me? Will you marry me? And I'm serious about the vows thing. I don't want to write my own vows, if that's cool. Wait, so this started as a movie role? He was making a movie and created a character named Chris Gaines. And then at some point, he just becomes the character? Is this gonna be like Austin Butler? How he just became Elvis after Elvis? To build hype for the upcoming movie, Brooks embodied the role of the fictional rock icon by releasing an album, Garth Brooks in The Life of Chris Gaines, in October of that year. The album was tied into the planned film that at the time had no projected release date. Okay, so is he trying to trick people or not? It kind of seems like he's not from this article. I mean, his name is in the album title. If he was trying to fool people, he would be doing a really bad job. It'd be like Hannah Montana releasing an album called I'm Miley Cyrus. The public's reception of Gaines. Oh, and we've got a song here. Chris Gaines, Lost in You. I've got friends in low places. The song's just the same. It is very moody looking though.
You are my godsend.
It's definitely an interesting look he's got going on. Has he ever seen a rock star before? He looks like a cult leader or something. Why isn't he wearing shoes? Cult leaders don't wear shoes. That's in case you didn't get that reference. The masses weren't ready and ultimately didn't accept Gaines. Sure, Brooks fans gave his new style a try as the album actually went #2 on the Billboard 200s charts. However, the people who purchased the album were quickly disappointed and genuinely confused. I don't know what's so confusing about it. It's Garth Brooks in Chris Gaines. Wait, is that what the album was called? In the Life of Chris Gaines. It was rumored that even his most loyal fans simply didn't catch on to the fictional aspects of Gaines. Instead, they easily thought that Brooks was genuinely going off the deep end, changing his whole life around. People didn't understand the connection with the movie. They just thought he was changing his name, his hairstyle, taking off his shoes, and just completely changing his music style. As for The Lamb, Brooks' production company focused more on the marketing and promotion of the music, forcing any basic foundations of even just the movie's production to fall by the wayside. By early 2001, anything involving a potential movie seemingly stopped, and the life of Chris Gaines quickly went from destined to disappearing. So they never released the movie. Well, yeah, that's gonna make it way more confusing. I could definitely understand people thinking that you went insane. Actually, Garth. Is that his real name, Garth? Is that a name? Just sort of realized I've never heard that name before. Is he an alter ego? What is behind the name Garth? Makes it sound like it's some kind of evil plot. Who's behind this name? We have to get to the bottom of it, and we have to stop them. A garth is an enclosed quadrangle or yard, especially one surrounded by a cloister. What the fuck is going on? What am I reading? I think I clicked the wrong article. Oh, it is possible that the name Garth comes from Gareth. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Thank you for the quadrangle explanation. But it wasn't a total waste. The single Lost in You did make it to the Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 charts, which is still Brooks' only track in his career to appear on the list. Huh? How is that possible? Didn't we just learn he's like the most popular artist of all time? The song even went gold in the year it was released. The album as a whole did reach platinum status in Canada and double platinum in the United States as well. So it wasn't all bad. It was his most popular song of all time, and people actually turned out to like Chris Gaines way better than Garth Brooks. How much do you want to bet the movie wasn't even a real thing that was gonna happen? It kind of seems like maybe he made up the movie as an excuse when people started being like, we know it's you, Garth. And he's just like, what? Yeah, guys, I'm preparing for a movie where I'm like the coolest guy in the world. I play like the character of the coolest rock star you've ever seen.
There's no more waiting.
Okay, the vibe I'm getting from this music video is that he was genuinely trying to convince people that this was a real person named Chris Gaines and not Garth Brooks. Because he's hiding his face so much. His hair is covering his eyes. Every shot of him, he's like half in shadow and turning away from the camera. Or they're adding some strange blur effect to him.
I'm really Danny, but you'll never tell.
It's so funny to release a new artist to the world and like their debut single, when you get a chance to like really get to know the artist for the first time, to be like, I'm a new artist. Do you guys like my music? Do you like what I look like? They're filming Chris Gaines like he's Bigfoot. I'm trying to imagine if this, like, if a music video like this came out today from one of the most popular artists pretending to be someone else. Like if Taylor Swift released a music video, but she just like looked kind of different and was like trying to cover her face the whole time and be like, I'm not Taylor Swift. How confused would everyone be? That would be so strange. Okay, this is a clip of Garth Brooks promoting his episode of Saturday Night Night Live featuring Chris Gaines as the musical guest.
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Brooks, and I get to host Saturday Night Live this weekend. My musical guest is going to be Chris Gaines. Now, of course, I wanted to play the music, but Mango wanted Chris.
He's even pretending to be offended that they didn't ask him to be the musical guest. I'm feeling a little bit of cheekiness here. I feel like he's playing into it a little bit, the absurdity of it, so I'm not totally convinced that he's actually trying to pretend like Chris Gaines is a real person. Although maybe the cheekiness is just to give himself deniability so that when people find out it's him, that he can be like, no, I never... You guys, I was joking the whole time. I thought you knew that. Look how cheeky I was being. Okay, now we have Garth Brooks introducing Chris Gaines as the musical guest on SNL.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Gaines.
Wait, how did they do that then? Was this part filmed before and not actually live? That way he could be in costume the entire time? It is kind of a really long intro. Maybe this was live, and right after it cuts away from him, he has to sprint backstage. During this intro, he's like rapidly changing his costume. He's putting on his dark hair. He comes out, he's all fucked up and out of breath. Guys, I'm Chris Gaines. Okay, here he comes. Gotta say, it does not sound great. Undercover boss look. God, I feel like it would be so embarrassing to be Chris Gaines. He must have felt pretty low after this all went down. Do you think Chris Gaines is the friend that Garth was talking about in that song? Friends in no place. The fact that this movie never came out is so crazy because he's like such a character in this. Like he's acting like a stereotype of a brooding rock star. I feel like before the last Borat movie came out, Sacha Baron Cohen was going around in character a lot, just like doing shenanigans, using like YouTube videos, promotional stuff as Borat. Imagine if Borat just never came out. Everyone's like, okay, so I guess that wasn't for anything. That was just for him. Okay, now we got another article called Chris Gaines' backstory is all kinds of tragic. Chris Gaines may well be the most elaborately documented country star who doesn't actually exist. The tortured rock and roll alter ego of Garth Brooks had his heyday in the late 90s with the 1999 release of Garth Brooks in the Life of Chris Gaines, a greatest hits project that culled songs from many albums he'd released on Capitol Records, all of which were fictional. Wait, did he release music as Chris Gaines before this album, before admitting it was Garth Brooks? Okay, did I totally misunderstand that? I gotta look up Chris Gaines' discography now. I go to Chris Gaines' Wikipedia page and it's like, Chris Gaines is a type of quadrangle or yard. Okay, so Garth Brooks in the Life of Chris Gaines is the only album that Chris Gaines released, but the single for that album, Lost in You, was released earlier than the album, but it still says Garth Brooks as Chris Gaines even on the single. Again, I can still understand why people would be weirded out with this, having no knowledge of a movie in the works. Definitely does seem like a weird thing to do. When it comes to the Chris Gaines project, it's tough to separate fact from fiction. Don't think it's that hard. I think Garth Brooks is the real one. Chris Gaines is the fake one. Are they suggesting we're not sure? He might have been Chris Gaines the whole time and Garth is the made-up one. We still don't know what is behind Garth. As intricately detailed as Gaines' musical exploits are, his backstory is just as fleshed out, and the details of the singer's life are as tumultuous as they are plentiful. Okay, so they like made up a whole fake backstory for him? For example, his dad died after a prolonged battle with cancer, leading Gaines down a path toward a debilitating sex addiction. That's not all. Gaines' home was burned to the ground by arsonists, and he was betrayed and financially extorted by the manager who helped launch his career, whom he also slept with in the throes of his sex addiction. How crazy would it be if like the person perpetrating all of this betrayal and financial extortion was Garth Brooks in this made-up backstory? He just accidentally makes himself out to be this huge asshole. The list goes on. Gaines nearly lost his life in a car crash that had severely injured his face, ultimately permanently changing the way he looks. Maybe that's why he's covering his face with his hair all the time and doesn't want to be seen by the camera. And perhaps most centrally to the torment that plagued his career, he lost a good friend and musical partner named Tommy in a horrific plane crash. Has anything bad not happened to Chris Gaines? Like, we get it, he makes dark music music, so it makes sense for him to have a dark past. You don't need to throw everything in there. What was this movie gonna be? It's just a series of bad things happening to this guy. Sounds like a miserable movie. If Gaines were a real person and his life had truly taken place, it would be tragic. But as a fictional narrative, it's a testament to how hard Brooks and his collaborators worked on every detail of the Chris Gaines project. Yeah, it seems like they worked really hard Googling worst things that could happen to you and then just shoving them all in the script. When Brooks first debuted Gaines' work, some fans hailed it as a great rock and roll joke while others were puzzled. Probably the worst reception you could get for a new piece of art you put out into the world. You wake up the morning of your album's release and ask your manager, what are people thinking of it? Are the reviews in? Your manager's like, yeah, well, you know, some people think it's a joke, but other people are confused. So, you know. Pitchfork gave it 2 question marks. So apparently VH1 made a behind the life of Chris Gaines, acting like Chris Gaines was a real person, where they go through like his tormented life. And it's 40 minutes long. Oh my God. I think this is also the worst quality video on YouTube. It's crazy.
Chris Gaines' solo career took him to the top of the charts. Then his manager took him to the cleaners.
I turned Chris Gaines from a nobody into a superstar.
They even interviewed the manager who financially extorted him. That's crazy.
I remember going over to Chris's house. He was packing and...
They have like fake friend interviews, fake manager interviews. He was trying to make Chris Gaines real. He was. It's weird because it's like he's trying to play it off as a character and real at the same time. Part of me feels like if it worked and no one like called him out on it, he was just gonna become Chris Gaines and act like Garth Brooks never happened. Okay, so there's a video of him from 2023 talking about it. So let's see what he has to say in hindsight.
And now when people speak of the Gaines Project, all they talk about is the music. I like that.
Yeah, of course you would. No one's talking about the insane thing that I did, just the music. Just how I like it.
The Chris Gaines Project, if you just left it alone with all the shit it went through, if you just left it alone, the music was eventually going to start speaking.
I like that it's like, also just leave it alone for a long time. Eventually you'll like it. Everyone stop talking about, stop making fun of me for a little bit, and then the music will speak for itself.
The Chris Gaines Project was Chris Gaines' greatest hits. Technically, those songs had to come from previous albums.
Yeah, just 5 of them.
So what are your thoughts on revisiting that?
The 5 albums have to come out. The 5 albums have to come out.
Yo, the 5 albums have to come out. Okay. Could we finally get a Chris Gaines comeback season? During an extensive Q&A at Billboard Live, in conversation, the country star confirmed his intentions to release more music as the controversial character. Well, I, for one, am very excited and cannot wait for Chris Gaines to come back. And Chris, if you ever want to collab on a song, I know a really great up-and-coming musical artist named Fox Season who would love to work with you. All right, well, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.